If this video gets 1,000 likes, the next episode, the green screen will be that one picture of Dog like this with his shirt off and he looks really hot. And Sonic's gonna have him right behind him there, and every like 20 minutes or so, Sonic has to go to the picture.
I don't have to like caress
lick the abs. He's gonna do the SpongeBob. The lick.
Wait, no, I can't do that. Snake is on there. I should not have done that.
What's wrong with, well, I was going to say what's wrong with licking me, but then I thought, yeah, that would be weird, actually.
Exactly.
Listen, if you don't lick the homies, then you're not a good person, alright? Everyone licks the homies. It's allowed.
That is such an out of context clip right there.
If you don't lick the homies, then you're not a real one, you know?
This would be a very quick segue, but I have to mention this. Thank you guys so much for watching our last video. It was very successful. You know, the episode with Beirut was on, which made it a really great episode. Yada, yada, yada. We have a lot of very funny comments that are on there. I want to highlight one specific comment because in that episode, I asked you guys, I got a green screen here. I want to use it somehow.
Yeah.
Leave a suggestion. Only one person left a suggestion in that video. Only one guy.
Ooh.
And that person said, put the force snake on the green screen. That's it. That's the only comment that suggested to put like something on the green screen. So ta-da, there he is, this beautiful British man over here. I don't know what I'm putting in there, honestly. Maybe it could be one of those force snake green screen ramble videos like right now, right there. That'd be kind of funny. Or something.
Are you telling me, Sonic, that throughout this entire episode, 40 minutes so far, we've had a split screen of just two screens, Dog on one side, you on the other with your green screen with me underneath your layer? Is that what you're telling me, Mr. Sonic?
I was thinking about that, Snake. I was thinking, what if I put you, like, right now, whatever you're doing right now, that's the green screen? I think that would be so funny if that's the entire episode. Just like that. Just the entire episode. It'd be so distracting, but it'd be very funny.
Yeah, I'm just there like that, way wanker, just behind you, and you're just there like, reptile. I love reptile. I'm just like, wow.
Look, what's it called? Hey, Kraken Rex, you're the only person who said put the force snake on the green screen. You're the only green screen suggestion, so we gotta honor Kraken. Am I right? We gotta honor the Mr. Force Snake here.
Unleash the Kraken's idea.
Exactly.
You could just pick a random force snake video and let it autoplay the whole time. And just like whatever it's on.
That was my that was my first idea, but I do think it's very funny if like the force snake is right now just right next to me 24/7 from like this video.
Sonic. Hi, Sonic.
Don't caress me. Maybe. Oh, you're such a good boy, Snake. Mwah. I hope I didn't kiss his butt or anything. Mwah. Anyways, now back on track.
If this video gets 1,000 likes, then Sonic has to buy a waifu pillow of the fourth snake and put it behind him in the next video.
You know what?
There you go.
You know what? This video.
If this video gets 1,000 likes, the next episode, the green screen will be that one picture of Dog like this with his shirt off and he looks really hot. And Sonic's gonna have him right behind him there, and every like 20 minutes or so, Sonic has to go to the picture.
I don't have to like caress
lick the abs. He's gonna do the SpongeBob. The lick.
Wait, no, I can't do that. Snake is on there. I should not have done that.
What's wrong with, well, I was going to say what's wrong with licking me, but then I thought, yeah, that would be weird, actually.
Exactly.
Listen, if you don't lick the homies, then you're not a good person, alright? Everyone licks the homies. It's allowed.
That is such an out of context like clip right there. If you don't lick the homies.
If you don't lick the homies, then you're not a real one, you know? Alright, I'm recording now. Let me just clap. 1, 2, 3.
Recording over here too. Dog recording. Snake is clapping right now. He's clapping right now. Oh! Okay, so that's like a bit longer than anticipated.
We're going full K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
More calories! Let's go!
We finally did it.
I watched the beginning. I didn't get past like the first 15 minutes because I was just preview watching it. My girlfriend's still like, I think I'll pass. And I'm like, oh, come on.
But she hasn't seen the Saja Boys yet. She needs to see the Saja Boys.
Oh, she would hate that more than anything. She would hate that the part where the guys
funny.
sing more than anything. Yeah.
You need to see the one who's voiced by Shang Tsung's voice actor for literally one line of dialogue in the entire movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes!
See, I didn't even know about that. Cary Tagawa.
Wait, you didn't know about that even though Sonic mentioned it in his latest Sucks video? Are you saying you didn't watch the latest Sucks video, Mr. Dog?
I did watch it.
Fake fan?
No, I watched it.
Then how do you not know about the Soldier Boys thing? He talks about it in the video.
I don't recall everything I hear.
Oh, so you didn't take it in? You were just watching it while you were, having a dump? How dare you? That's disgusting.
What's my newest video about without searching it up, huh?
I remember it's about the Shujinko.
I've told you so many times, Dog, I do not give a shit about your videos.
It's fair.
See, I'm a real fan.
Based in red pill.
Video. I watched it.
See, Dog, you need to understand, it's okay when I do it. Right.
I love whenever Sonic comments on my video because he's almost always the top comment. Not always, but almost always. And I'm like, yes, Sonic with the inevitable top comment.
Sonic with the inevitable reptile comment, by the way. Like 80%, it would be reptile related. It'll be like, here's a tier list video, and I'll be like, but reptile's #1 in our hearts. And top comment.
Yeah, Dog's like, oh, yo, who could beat Taven? Like, let's do that video. Then Sonic's like, what are you talking about? What do you mean Reptile would lose to Taven? You'd easily beat him, and Dog's like, Sonic, he literally beats him in the story mode, and Sonic's like, even so.
Hey, but have you considered that Armageddon story mode sucks? No. One of my favorite comments on TrueUnderDawg's video was like, it was a Shao Kahn tier list, and I said, yes, but Reptile beats Shao Kahn on scales.
True.
Reptile beat Shao Kahn in M1K.
That's true. That's
not Shao Kahn. That's General Shao. He's a bitch boy. He is bitch made.
Shao Kahn is a bitch
Shao.
boy and bitch made. What are you talking about?
Well, maybe in MK11, but before that, I feel like he was cool.
Not in MK9, he wasn't. He fucking sucked there too.
At least in MK9, he only lost like 2 fights, I guess, is at least one thing he can brag about.
He has Auron, at least.
Shao Kahn hasn't been cool since like 2006.
It's fair.
He got punched in the stomach and survived. That's Auron.
Yeah,
through the stomach.
Shao Kahn hasn't been cool since before most of you fuckers were born. Think about
Ouch.
that.
It's true.
Ouch.
That's true.
Don't remind them how old we are, Snake. What the hell?
What's weird to me is that like they almost want you to think that Shao Kahn is smart in that final scene because he has really good vocabulary, and I've always liked what he says in that line to Raiden when he tries to shoot him with the Elder God beam of justice and light and friendship, and it does nothing. He just tanks that shit, and he goes, an anemic effort from ineffectual deities. And I'm like, that's a good line. That's what a smart guy would say. So why is he stupid for most of the game?
Or something? Yeah, like no, Shao Kahn isn't smart. It's just like Raiden misinterpreting the Elder God's very cryptic messages and everything, and Shao Kahn just being like, "La-di-doo, it's all working out for me." Woo.
Well, and they gave all of his smart moves and all of Shang Tsung's smart decisions were given to Quan Chi because for some reason NetherRealm is pretending like Quan Chi is their character. And it's like, no, that's still Tobias.
Quan Chi is like I've known everything all along, and it's like bullshit. It's like, what do you? And then MKX immediately loses all that aura. Immediately, there's like Quan Chi is super pathetic in MKX.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Kombat Kings podcast, everyone.
Yep.
Exactly. This is a very funny way to start our episode.
No, we're not starting this way. Give us an actual intro, Sonic. We can't let it begin like this.
This is the one where I'm ill.
Oh, you're still sick? Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly better, but it still affects my throat, which is annoying because my next video, which I want to get up on the 8th, I wasn't done with all the voice recording, so partway through and at certain parts earlier on when I have to do inserts, it's like suddenly my voice is a lot deeper because I'm so ill. So.
I've seen YouTube videos like those where it's like they talk very normally, but then in one section, blah, 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 blah. And also, this happened during the date of blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, okay, that was obviously not recorded on the same day. I haven't seen the... But yes, welcome to the Kombat Kings. We are a bit more disorientated in this episode because there's not too many topics, and we just kind of wanted to chat with each other.
Sorry.
But
the word is disorganized. Disorientated suggests we are confused. We are not confused. We've just not really planned anything. That's what it is.
I thought disoriented was enough too. What's that extra syllable doing in there? Disorientated. Isn't disoriented enough?
Are we not confused?
Oh, fuck off, dog. That's some American bullshit with like, oh yeah, the word colour doesn't have a U in it. Oh, we're just gonna take that out of there to make it easier for ourselves. Ha ha, aren't we so clever?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Well, we should also take out all the words that your people refuse to pronounce anyway. We'll just remove
We are
all
not
the
getting
T's and all
political
the
in the
H's.
first 10 minutes of this episode. First topic. So,
No, it's true, though. Our words are very lazy.
sad news, but Mortal Kombat 2 has been delayed. Boo-hoo. We talked about this on the last episode. However, you know what did not get delayed? That's right. Mortal Kombat 2 movie merch.
True.
Yeah, they just randomly have that being sold just to us, like all sorts of Mortal Kombat 2 merch right now. I'm gonna pull up the website just to see what they've got, because they kind of like announced that.
Check this.
What? Are you guys excited? Are you guys buying anything from the Mortal Kombat 2 movie merch site?
No. Mainly because a lot of it's not even original art. It's just like either screenshots or PNGs that already exist, and they put a filter on it and put on a shirt. Like, I can do that myself with Photoshop. I prefer to buy shirts that have like original art on them.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of T-shirts are like that too. Just like
I have to say this, right? So you reminded me of something. So they've confirmed there's going to be some new movie Funko Pops. Ooh, it's Johnny Cage and Katana. Just Johnny and Katana. There's no no Shao Kahn or anything confirmed. Just those two. And so that was announced like a month or so ago. They are still coming out relatively soon. And so the MK Twitter posted about it. Only the strong will survive your Mortal Kombat 2 sets. Pop, Johnny Cage and Katana are here to take on the toughest adversaries in your collection. The video they show is for the MK2 McFarlane Toys line of Scorpion, Katana, Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, and Melina. And that tweet went up on the 28th of September. It's currently the 4th of October, and they've still not taken it down. Despite everyone telling them, guys, you dumb fucks, this is the wrong video clip.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I'm so happy.
Who is in charge of this stuff? What the fuck?
Okay, I can't find because they had a link, but I did find like that's the tweet that like Snake sent. Very funny. I do find here the merch though. If you want to buy T-shirts or fucking rings, yeah, there's rings, right, from what I recall. Yeah, Shao Kahn helmet, a 24K Labubu gold-plated sterling silver ring.
Okay. The Johnny Cage jacket, that's all right, and the belt too. That's pretty good.
I didn't notice that actually. Okay, yeah, it's literally like a cosplay.
Shit. There's Caged Vengeance. There's a jumper for Caged Vengeance. Fuck, I need to add that to my script.
You know what? Actually, hang on. That Johnny Cage adult costume, it's not even that expensive actually. Like, right? Considering like I think they could sell these for like $300. Yeah. It's only $45. It's not bad, honestly. There's just part of me that feels like, even though we might be shit talking some of this merch, I just feel like someone here is gonna buy some stuff.
No, it's not that it's bad merch. Like, if you want to buy something, man, buy it. Support what you want to own, you know?
It's Mortal Kombat logo AirPods case.
The craziest thing to me isn't the merch, it's the jewelry. Like, that's like actual $90 jewelry here. Like, almost $100 jewelry. Like, that's wild. The Johnny Cage cosplay is kind of cute. I can see Uncaged Games. Let's be real. This was made just for Uncaged. Like, they want him to wear this in a video. Like, Uncaged, here you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I could wear that jacket outside. You know, that jacket does look decent overall. It's like that's not too bad. It's obvious. It's MK11 coded. This movie is very. Actually, would you say 2021 was also too MK11 coded?
To a point. I mean, like when they did the Shao Kahn statue, it was like explicitly the MK11 design, which is really fun. I'm sure they'll never address like why it's different. Oh, he wore that during this conquest or something. Like, that would have been neat just to say, yeah, he wore that at a different time. Just to give us some kind of lore, as opposed to we didn't have the design for him yet.
No, yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I actually thought about that topic. It's like, I noticed a lot of media like takes Mortal Kombat 11 as the standing point quite a lot. It's like these two movies, the two animated movies, both have a lot of like MK11isms in them. I think Onslaught obviously has some designs, but Onslaught is mainly MK11, but also just some Mortal Kombat 1. So it interests me, like, when will we head to a point where it's like, we're now taking reference to Mortal Kombat 1's version of Liu Kang and stuff like that. I don't know if that's ever going to happen yet, but like,
I think, well, part of it is because MK11 was the current MK game for like 4 years, and so a lot of these productions would have been, at least in the concept phase back then, and you know, these things take a long time to come out, so I mean, come on. One of the animated movies had Gilbert Gottfried in it like 2 years after he fucking died. So you can see how long these things take to make. So,
and also,
plus also the fact that 1 did change so much of the characters. Like, we might maybe get Liu Kang in like at the top from 1 in some future thing, but overall they're going to stick with 11, I guess, because like that's the last mortal Liu Kang. Raiden is going to draw more from 11 or stuff like that. Like, I think he's designing this new movie maybe comes from one of his 11 costumes. And obviously it's MK2-ish, but he had a costume like that in 11, so you'd have to look more closely to figure that out. But they're not going to draw on the new younger mortal one because it is so different. You know?
Yeah.
So, and also, like, Mortal Kombat 11, I think back then was stupidly successful. It was. Is it the most successful Mortal Kombat game ever? I feel like publishers will see that and be like,
I think
that's take that into account.
I could be wrong, but I think it's like the most successful fighting game ever.
We're talking about MK11?
I think close. Yeah, MK11, right?
MK11 is like number 2 or 3. Yeah, Smash Bros is always number 1 if you count Smash Bros.
Street Fighter 2?
I think it passed Street Fighter 2.
Depends whether you count all versions of 2, I think. But
true.
Yeah, it's like it's like shot up there, which is really kind of shocking given how many fans will go, oh, 11 was dog shit. Until 1 came out, then they were suddenly like, oh yeah, 11 was the best one.
You gotta remember, like, the longevity of a game is obviously like the loudest and like what we remember, but the most important part is that first week when the game was selling. Like, that's all they care about, really. You know, that's like, oh, it's sold like awesome. Okay, we're gonna what's the word, like something blind eye to any other opinion and anything else. It just sold really successfully, so that's all we care about. I feel like that's what matters to them. And I guess the DLC, right? Like, that would be like the 2 main points that the publishers would like look at.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, I will say I think you said that there were some rather 11 coded in the animated movies.
Yeah, right. Snowblind especially.
Well, no, it's mostly X.
Yeah, mostly MKX, I think.
Oh, Snowblind literally has the in the first 2, Scorpion's Revenge and Battle of the Realms. I'm saying Snowblind and Cage Match. That's what I'm saying.
But even then, I feel like the designs were mostly borrowed from X, partly because that's where the characters showed. Like Tremor wasn't in 11, so
X did. But you know, Snowblind's biggest plot relevancy is 11. That's sort of what I'm saying. I'm just saying MK11 had references, like influences to all these games in the future. I'm just saying that's
sure.
So I'm wondering when Mortal Kombat 1's gonna get that, when not.
Well, it depends on where things go from here. I would think, like, if the next one is even more different, which I doubt it, given how much backlash the changes in this one got. I think what's most likely is that the next game will use the multiverse as an excuse to have more classic stuff. Like, Hanzo's going to be a main character in the next one from an alternate universe, pretty much guaranteed. Whatever Kuai Liang's role is, I don't know, but Hanzo will be here as Scorpion. The Child Scorpion, lucky if he gets a reference. We're going to have a proper Hanzo, maybe with a past voice actor. And that's the design for Scorpion that will get used to reference this era going forward, and they'll just pretend that Kuai Liang Scorpion never happened.
Yeah, it's like, I really do think, because like I would agree, and I also would think right now at this point, reset the universe, or like just give us like the classic MK. But at the same time, because I'm writing the script of chapter 15, which I'll get more into it, like if we want to talk about our content later on. But I'm like, because after going through all the arcade endings again, all the intro dialogues, and even invasions mode, I'm like, bro, there is so much setup that they are not doing. Like, there is too much. I have lines and sentences of like what they are setting up for this universe, and are they gonna just throw that all away? It's like every character almost has like a own plot point, like in the arcade endings and like and whatnot. It's just like, gonna do anything with that?
Do you know there's an intro where Johnny is talking to Takeda and he says, oh, you know, I know this girl called Jackie, and it's like they were setting up Jackie already. I mean, it could just be coincidence,
a reference, maybe.
Yeah, but it's like, were they actually setting up what Jackie was going to be in this timeline? Because even though there's nothing there, it's like, oh well, she would already exist. Maybe she's Jax's cousin or something, or sister, or what. I mean, they've done all kinds of weird things with the characters' relationships. I found out yesterday that Johnny Cage has a brother now.
In the game, in Mortal Kombat 1, yes. He has intro dialogues that are like, you like with Scorpion, it's like, you know, I have a problematic brother too. You and me both. I guess that's one thing that's in common.
Raiden, like, yo, I didn't know you had a brother, and he's like, oh, sometimes I wish I didn't. It's like,
yeah,
where did this come from? And like, none of it's gonna go anywhere. None of it at all.
You're wrong.
Like,
it's gonna be a new character who's an evil version of Johnny Cage. He punches you in the nuts and gets satisfaction from it. Like, he's not doing it for the funnies.
I think that's just base Johnny Cage.
His name is Jimmy Cage from Federation of Martial Arts.
Hell yeah! You want? Okay, I wrote all this down. I'm not gonna say everything here because it's gonna take too long. But like, if you want to hear some other interesting things, you know, you've heard like Tanya say something like Emperor Boraicho, like, haha, that's funny and whatnot. There's obviously some intro dialogues that are funny. There was one intro dialogue that it's like, okay, that's funny, but then it's like, what do you mean there's a second one? When you reference this like twice or 3 times, now it starts to become like, he's setting something up, because like, you know, everybody knows like Reptile and Ashura is a couple because there's like 20 fucking intro dialogues referencing it, right? That's how we know that's a thing.
And just for no reason, like Kunal and Raiden be like, oh, like, did you hear about Ashura and Syzoth? I am happy for both of them. Now we fight to the death. Us two have nothing to do with any of.
It's even funny because like Reptile and Ashura barely have any like you know, like cutesy like intros with each other. The only thing that they say together that kind of references them being a couple is like Reptile being like, Melina called upon me to become their I forgot the term, emissary, and Ashura's like, oh, must you leave? That's it. That's the only intro dialogue we have of these two being cutesy together in this whole entire fucking game.
That's the thing, is like I want to see you know when you have the list of all the intros, I want to see a list that divides them between launch ones and ones that were added with like Chaos Reigns or whatever, because I guarantee most of these are purely there as fan service because a lot of people found the pairing cute after the game came out.
It's interesting too, because I'm wondering, I don't think that NetherRealm is smart enough to decide this, but can you imagine if the only reason that she's shipped with Reptile is because they're like, all right, everyone, we did so much work redesigning Ashura, making her look different. She has a bigger role in the story. We gave her her own chapter. I'm still worried she won't be popular enough to warrant being in the sequel. What else can we do? And someone's like, attach her to one of the most favorited characters, like Reptile. Ship them together so that at the very least she has to appear in cutscenes in the next game.
And someone chimes in, so it's like, yeah, you see, both are these inhuman creatures that pretend to be human. There is a dynamic there we can exploit, and like,
you're right. I'm gonna bring that up in my own video. I'm like, it's because they are both trying to be humans, but they're also both like, Ashura is trying to redeem herself from a demon, and Syzoth has like the lizard side. They're both trying to be more human, or blah blah.
And he's trying to redeem himself for his service to Shang Tsung. Like there are connections. Like there are reasons that it can work. It's just the way they've gone about introducing it is really weird.
It has to have been cut out. It's one of those things I feel like this game had to cut out due to time constraint and budgets. I felt like it was a big plot point, but they're just like, shit. Anyways, also you said like what were intro dialogues that were referenced in Chaos Reigns, right? Not many. And here's the funny thing. Arcade endings that got referenced in what's it called? Chaos Reigns would be like the General Shao like Civil War. I guess Sub-Zero, you know, in the Cyberlin Quay. Is that it?
Well, Scorpion's clan. So there are some things that got follow through.
Invasions mode did tease the marriage, ironically. And then if you're talking about intro dialogues, here's what I found. So the intro dialogues did reference the Temple of Elements. It referenced the Kamidogus. And that's really... Oh, and also Johnny Cage called Sub-Zero noob. Hey, I'm not the noob here, so... That could be fucking Oda foreshadowing if you really think about that. I just
found a really good intro when I was getting footage for the video where Noob Cybot's like, of all the people Liu Kang could have chosen to be his champion, why you? And Johnny's like, are we still on this? Dude, go fuck yourself.
Yes. Like, are we still on this? It's so funny. There's also one that I think... Oh shit! I forgot what it was. But there was one that was like,
it is kind of amusing. It's kind of ironic because Johnny does also have one with Noob where he's like, "Yeah, you're still paying for that fucking thing you broke." Like he's still on this.
And Sub-Zero was like,
"Hey, it was one of a kind."
I think he said something similar. Yeah. But here's a really funny one that I thought, because in the Chaos Reigns story mode, it's like Melina is really pissed, really fucking pissed with the Lin Kuei. He's like, "I want to fucking kill you, Bihan in Sector," and it's like, why? Is it because of Sindel or something? Is it because of like, it's like she says it'll give me great pleasure like killing them or some shit like that, and it's like, but Lin Kuei is like the enemy of Earthrealm. What do they really do to Outworld? And it's like, oh, if you really want to know, you have to go to the intro dialogues and find out that Sub-Zero freed Shao. You wouldn't know that if you didn't do the intro dialogues, but that's the reason.
None of the arcade endings even bring this up. Like I think there's even one shot of Shao escaping from prison. You don't even see Sub-Zero there.
No.
You don't see that. He's only fighting in the wars. The
Unfortunately,
escaping prison to be Quan Chi.
A big reason why a lot of this never gets resolved, or at least some of it, maybe not all, because a lot of intro dialogues never get expanded upon, but one of the big reasons we don't get any sort of closure for most of this is because I do think a story mode part 3 was intended, and then it just got cut. So like we don't get to see the answers to any of this now. And now the question is, will they finally break the trend and actually continue it in the next game, or are they going to drop everything and just go with a whole new setup and everything? Because they love doing that. Issue. Yeah.
I have like so many things here that I've listed. It's like freaking, I don't know, Countess Jade, Takeda versus the Red Dragon, like freaking maybe some Dark Raiden shenanigans. Will they set all that up? The chances are so low because it's not an after credit scene. If it's an after credit scene, they will reference it. But
I have to correct one thing. It's not that they're not following up on Takeda versus the Red Dragon. It's that they've not followed up on Takeda as a character. Because he's not in the expansion at all.
Not even in the story mode.
Is his ending supposed to be set after that? Is that what's going on? Is that set after all this? Because he's not even name dropped once, and no one's like, "Oh, evil Takeda." Oh, what do you mean he's Kenshi's son? No one brings it up. So
true.
I will mention all this stuff in the video and more. But if you want to know some events and funny things that I did see, there was an intro dialogue that mentions like Titan Onaga. It's like, Titan Onaga is the biggest threat we've ever faced. And it's like, okay, that's a funny reference. It's brought up twice. So that's where it starts to become like, oh? Was that a plan or something? Titan Onaga? Kai is referenced, like freaking Mortal Kombat 4 Kai character. Master Kai and whatnot. Kung Lao's cousin. They don't name drop Kung Jin, but they bring up Kung Lao's cousin in one of the intros, or two, I think. Anything else was kind of interesting? You said Jackie. Yes, that was brought up. Oh, Suchin. That's about all the really. Obviously, Countess Jade a couple times. So it's like, I don't know if they're gonna do anything with that, but there's a couple of those.
Like mentioned in one of my videos, Jackie's one of those characters you can just completely drop. Like, it's okay. It's fine at the realm. We'll pretend not to notice that she's gone forever. Like, it's okay.
It's unfortunate, but honestly, they had 2 chances to do anything with it. Like, they had some interesting setup, and then in 11, and all they did with it was give her a dog shit ending. That was like one of the worst in the game.
It's weird how NetherRealm tried to push 2 characters really hard and then deleted them themselves. Chronica and Jackie were both like pushed pretty hard by NetherRealm, I feel like. Like, Chronica even shows up in MK1 for no reason at all. Like SonicHaXD brought up, or Sonic brought up. It's just a trick for us. No one else in universe knows who Chronica is except for Liu Kang and Karis or whatever. And yet she's gone forever. They go out of their way to state, oh, Titans just can't come back. Like, once they're gone forever. And it's like, damn. And then with Jackie, she erased herself from history when she got control of the Hourglass, which means you won't even see Titan Jackie because she deleted herself. So you won't even see her as an Hourglass holder. So she's gone forever too, theoretically, unless they want to bring her back. The only reason to ever bring Jackie back would be to reveal her in a trailer, then have Kotal Khan kill her in her trailer so he can finally get redemption.
10 years from now, it's going to be like, we're going to have the Kombat kids all be in one game again. Isn't that exciting? 10 years
they
from
had
now.
their own game, maybe. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh. The thing is, I actually wouldn't mind them if they're bringing Jackie back under 2 conditions. One is that she's not making it in over one of the other Kombat kids. Like, if they bring her back, bring back the whole squad. Don't leave out the better characters to make room for her. And 2, try something new with her. Like, one idea that was the way I've done it in MK Chronicles, because someone suggested it and I just stole the idea. A friend of mine was that just make her a techie. Like, she's all about tech. Give her the drones and the turrets instead of making her just another punch character just doing the same shit Jax does. Make her stand out. Give her own ideas, her own personality traits. Expand on her relationship with Cassie beyond they are best friends who barely fucking interact. You don't get a moment where Cassie's feeling down. Jackie's like, "Hey girl, come on, don't think like that." Not even that. She's just like, "Oh yeah, we're friends." Then in MK11, with the most you get is Jackie calls her Cass.
Yep.
That's all we get to really imply the relationship. It's like, expand on her.
Also, like, they just kind of completely dropped Takeda X Jackie except for some references. That's just like they just made it. They made her. I wouldn't say they made her less of a character. Like, taking that away makes her less of a character. But that's one thing about her. It's like, what happened there? Are you guys married? Who knows? I actually wasn't some of the intros kind of imply that they're getting married. Anyways.
Yes. Even not only is it implied they're getting married, but if you look at her, one of her costumes that you can wear in MK11, it has the ring, like the engagement rings around her neck.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
I pointed that out in one of my videos. She just straight up wears the engagement ring. Plus, several characters in their intros say they're getting engaged, or that they're already fiancés. I gotta take a quick potty break. After that, I think we could segue into a different topic, but I don't know.
Okay, but I have something funny I want to bring up about. Cool. I mean, we always bring this up later, but I just thought I'd talk about this, see if you guys think if this is funny enough to keep in my video, because yeah, I've been just nonstop working on the chapter 15 video, which is I'll talk about it more in detail later on. It's kind of scaring me, and you guys will know why once I bring it up. Scaring me. Oh, by the way, thanks to the Four Snakes chapter 15 video, because I kept looking at that video for references for many things. Believe it or not, actually, because I finished that part of the video, the Armageddon pyramid scenes. I do have a lot of differences from your video, because you go into the technical parts of the chapter, how like the real-time and pre-rendered stuff happen and whatnot. So I was wondering if will we have a lot of will it be too similar? But no, I feel like we have very different videos. There will be some similarities, some crossing paths, but generally speaking, if you watch my video, it's going to be a very different experience from watching Snake's video. But I recommend both. Yeah,
I wouldn't expect your take to be all that similar to that video. I always imagine you'd be like, okay, well, you might bring up a couple of things that you find particularly interesting, but otherwise you'd be like, oh, I got this information from the Four Snakes video, go check that out. I always imagine you would just do that, because that's just the kind of guy you are. You're very kind.
Yeah. He's a good boy.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm also a very sick person, because I rewatched that Armageddon scene about 100 times, and you're gonna see me be like, if you look at the background, you see this NPC do the really funny thing. You would never notice it unless I point it out, because I saw it 100 times.
How many clipping issues do you mention?
Clipping issues? Okay. I will mention it for Raiden and Kung Lao, because they specifically do go out their way to make sure that they actually don't have clipping issues. When Melina tries to do the test your might stab them, their hats will disappear. Both of those characters. But they will still have the hat when they're knocked down by Shang Tsung, and then just, it'll clip into the ground. General Shao and Geras will clip through the floor because they're too big. In some of the cutscenes, you will just see their feet through the floor. But the really funny and awesome thing is I was expecting Nitara to be a disaster because of her wings. It's like, okay, how bad is this going to be? But no, they actually specifically animated those wings to look good whenever they fall over or whenever they could be clipping. I had noticed it. I was like, oh shit, they actually had extra effort for Nitara specifically. Like, when Shang Tsung knocks her down, her wings cover her body like that and whatnot, so it doesn't look bad. I'm like, oh shit, they actually did the extra effort here. That's actually really cool.
For an optional character that maybe 5 people ever will pick for this scene. Really?
Yes. Yeah, right? I'm like, that's the most effort. Pick it. Oh, no. Most effort Nitara got?
Oh, because I wish they'd done more like that. Like, Kenshi's running around, he should have his sword in his hand, in his free hand the whole time. Something like that. But no, the sword's just gone.
Oh, yep. Just gone. Okay, I want
to... when he punches that guy and then, runs around the corner, which I think is actually another Kenshi.
Yes.
There's some animation variances, women might, do, a jump kick and men will just do a solid punch. I want to see some characters be sword slash, or Baraka just, casually slicing the head off, Just something a bit more. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot that goes into the scene. I mean, I even praised it in the video. Clearly a lot of work went into making the scene function and whatnot, but there's some things where you're like, I kind of wish they'd done just a bit more. Just a bit.
Yes. I talk about that all in my video, too. It's funny you mentioned about the slashing thing, because Baraka's model... Because, there's a really interesting thing that if you you pay attention to when it's real-time cutscene and pre-rendered cutscene, you will notice some models will actually have some differences. So for example, Liu Kang, if it's in a cutscene, he'll just be regular Liu Kang cutscene. But when it's like a pre-rendered, or when it's a real-time rendered cutscene, or when it's gameplay, his arms will be on fire. So every time in the cutscene you see his arms on fire, that's a real-time cutscene. But if it's like a regular like video file, they will not be on fire. It's really noticeable in the Armageddon scene. And for Baraka, if it's a cutscene, he'll be normal Baraka. If it's real time, his blades will be slightly out. And it's like, so every time he's like punching people and doing the moves, I'll be like, oh, he gets stabbed here. When Sonya tries to laser Baraka, Baraka will just stab her face, you know, because it's like in her like face the whole time. Or there's that one scene where like Kung Lao, the Kung Lao Raidens like try to like go at the laser, and you like direct it back to the chest. Baraka just fucking stabs the person in the chest because his like blade is out and stuff. So that's the kind of shit I went through like 100 times rewatching every single cutscene, and you will see in my video. That's the other things I noticed.
I can't believe it's coming to an end. I can't believe we're getting close to the end of the MK1 Sucks series. Damn.
Oh my gosh, yay.
Oh wait, you have the Chaos Reign still. Ha ha.
yes, obviously. But like Mortal Kombat 2 getting delayed sucks. I was looking forward to that movie. I was looking forward to having it like scheduled in my YouTube stuff to talk about it with you guys, have some fun. But it's not completely delayed. It is also weirdly a blessing in disguise for me, because that means now I can dedicate all my time to finishing Mortal Kombat 1. Because if the movie came out, that means we're just delaying my Mortal Kombat 1 videos. But now that the movie's getting delayed, that means Mortal Kombat 15 Chapter 15, Chaos Reigns, the whole compilation video, and I'm done. And then I can just focus all on that. So it's a blessing in disguise for me specifically, I've noticed. But yeah, I will be just constantly working on that in the next couple months.
I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping that you'd get just a little break, like, the movie comes out and you're like, well, this is right around the time I'm wrapping up the main story. The movie will probably be out in like a couple of months. I could probably do something there while I'm on break and then come back to it, but I guess if you'd rather just spend like, 5-6 months from now doing that, sure.
Yeah, also, when the movie comes out, I want to do like a big review of the movie, big sucks video on that movie and whatnot, or maybe
big
not
sucks video.
It's actually
yeah. When that movie comes out, think about all the content you're going to get from us. We're going to have, I'm sure Sonic will have like a video with his brother talking about it or something.
Maybe.
I'm sure Dog will be like, yeah, I'll do a video about it. I might, depend on if there's anything worth talking about. We're obviously going to talk about it on the podcast. It might end up being two episodes for all we know. It depends on how much there is to say. Then there's, of course, Sonic's going to do a video on it. I may do a video on it at some point in the future, like a proper one. I don't know what it would be. I would kind of like to cover the adaptation at some point.
Yeah.
But,
I
there
think
should be plenty of content. I'm sure there'll be a wasted potential in there somewhere. I'm sure there'll be something where like, that they could have done that better. I'm going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure we would have a lot to talk about. I mean, we had a whole entire episode about a 3-minute trailer, so I'm pretty sure we can talk about a lot of that.
You guys are not ready for wasted potential, Cole Young.
Let's go! Go Young! Oh my gosh, the goat, my man. I'm so excited for him in the next movie. I can't believe they killed so many cool things.
I can't believe he had like 10 minutes of total screen time, then they just killed him off abruptly.
No, it's going to be 20 minutes. What do you think the movie's getting delayed, okay? They're going to add those 10 minutes. They're going to add a fight scene for him. Come on.
Yeah, it's like when Duke in the G.I. Joe movies, he gets killed off in the second one, Channing Tatum's character, and then they were like, test audiences didn't like it, so they went back and filmed like an extra 10 minutes at the start of the film where he's just hanging out with The Rock to give him some screen time.
That would be so funny if if Ko Young just somehow gets a bit more screen time, be like, I wonder why. Or like, why is this unnecessary like slice of life scene with his family or whatnot? Make it more sad.
The post-credit scene is like Scarecrow in Batman Arkham Asylum, where his hand comes out of the water and you think he's been killed by Killer Croc, and he just grabs onto a crate and it's like, Cole's alive! Yo! I can't wait to see him in 5 years' time when the third film comes out.
Okay, so
no, he's gonna die and go to the Nether Realm. And someone's going to kill his family, and then Quan Chi's going to be like, you will become my Spectre. Since we don't see Quan Chi at all. In the new one.
But you made a very good point there, dog. It's like, even if Ko Young dies, what does that mean in this universe? If fucking Kano is back and whatnot, It's like, they're, like Noob Saibot's back. So I feel like maybe Coil being killed off isn't going to be that big of a deal unless they do like some sort of like actually death is now permanent because Quan Chi is dead or something like Mortal Kombat X logic. It's like, oh, we can't revert the revenants anymore, blah blah blah, something. Maybe then there'll be more stakes for our dear old Ko Young or something. Who knows?
Revenants were a mistake. Never bring back Revenants. They exist solely for video game purposes to give you more enemies to fight. I'm convinced they were never meant to have any story relevance, which is sad because the idea of evil Liu Kang, if he was actually as strong as Liu Kang is supposed to be, is a really interesting concept. But they just didn't go with that.
Yeah.
I still have this idea that I want SonicHaXD to make at some point whenever he has free time, or if I ever commit to sitting down and reading it. I had a whole idea for what I thought MK11 could be before they revealed anything, including Chronica. And I think people would like my idea for who the villain would be and like how the plot would go. It was actually going to have factions.
I'm still down
Imagine
to do that
instead of good versus bad, there was going to be factions. There was going to be NetherRealm. There was going to be the good guys, but with Dark Raiden leading them as kind of like the dark horse. Then you were going to have the Outworld regime. Was going to be a thing too.
Dog. Yeah. I think you need to go look at Dark Raiden and the Revenants wasted potential by a certain handsome YouTuber who did a very good video about it.
Do you know a handsome YouTuber? Just kidding.
You can also check out SonicHaXD's Mortal Kombat 12 prediction video where he talks about his own story ideas where it's a tournament with all 6 realms going at each other and you get to choose which realm and story wins.
Imagine not having all the realms in the next game. Cringe. Only NetherRealm. Yeah,
but also, really Dog, you've mentioned that video to me a while back. I'm still down to do it if you ever want to do that.
You say that, Dog, but it's easier to do now than ever because there's only like 3 of them. Like, actually, not even just like, they ignore half of them. No, there's... Cause Edenia is just a part of Outworld now.
Yep.
And then you have Earthrealm. NetherRealm is, I guess, around. Chaos Realm doesn't exist. It's just part of Havoc's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sado's probably going to become it. He'll probably become it, but like, so you got that. And like that's
actually, Saito's refugees are like in Outworld right now, so their plotline is over there.
Yes.
But no, you forgot the multiverse. There's infinite amounts of realms then. Nah.
I hate multiverse so much. It was the fact that anyone ever thought that would be a good idea. Not just NetherRealm, but even Marvel. Where does the common sense logic go out the window? You know, how do you not look at it and go, wait, if we have an infinite number of characters, then why would the stakes ever matter? Like, how did that never pop into people's head? You know, how did they never realize it's not endless opportunities, it's the death of opportunities, because no one wants to watch a different version of Doctor Strange. Like, you can show other versions in his movie, but the fact he doesn't close it and, like, delete all multiverse possibilities in that film, dumb. Just dumb.
Yeah.
There should at least be a plot reason why you 99% of the time can't use the other verses. Like, just make a plot reason why you can't access them like 9 times out of 10. Even like Mortal Kombat could do that. Like, oh, well, Shang Tsung only made it in due to like this weird loophole or something, you know? But it's whatever it is. Should we talk about, if we're done with this topic, we can wrap it up. But I'm thinking it's time to start with this this big controversy that everyone's been talking about in the fighting game.
I will just say, Dog, I think what you just said there is a decent shot. That's what the next game will be about. It'll be about Liu Kang putting together a team to close off the multiverse. To stop it from ever becoming a thing again. Although, I don't think it will end with it be like, okay, all the other universes are shut off from us, it's just us now. Because this is the universe that a lot of the fans don't like. So they'll find some way through this to merge a couple of universes to get things back on track to the classic universe in some way. Even though, really the ideal thing to do would be Liu Kang just like close off the universes, and he's close off the portal to the last one, and like on the other side he just sees like Taven, who's like, and the camera goes through the portal as it closes, and then it's like we're back in the midway timeline for forever. Like, fuck all the NetherRealm stuff is done.
Snake,
we're back in Armageddon, and it's franchise
now you're to your fan.
Come on,
you're to your fan fiction now, Zerator. You're like, back to Midway, my baby. Yes, my favorite timeline.
Sorry. Let me ask you this. Which universe would you rather follow from this point onwards if they ended the multiverse stuff? Would you rather the M1K universe or the classic Midway universe?
Of course, I would want to follow the classic Midway universe, except I am the 1%. And 99% of people don't even know what the fuck is going on there, and they don't know what to follow, unfortunately. But
what about
you know what I mean?
New Era
like,
Reptile, though? You like New Era Reptile, Sonic. He'd be gone if we did the old timeline. And the New Era Baraka, too.
Okay, too, you know.
I have the solution to that. We do the new generation in the Midway timeline, and Reptile has a son with a non-Saurian, and this son is a twink shapeshifter.
There you go. It's Ashura too. Ashura's the mom, and that explains why he can shift around and stuff for some reason.
A demon reptile, basically.
He and Ashura team up to fight Natara because they both have beef with Natara, and then those two fuck and have a son, and their son is M1K reptile, basically. Just like he's not connected to Ashura because that'd be weird. And we do that, and you say that fans don't know what's going on in the classic games. Well, let me tell you about Mortal Kombat Classic Arcade Collection Volume 2 with a 3D era game. Gonna have Deadly Alliance, Deception, Unchained, Armageddon Wii, MK vs DC Universe. MK9's gonna be in there, 9 Vita. We're gonna have everything in there, and it's gonna be great. So shut your fucking mouth. You don't know what you're talking about.
I will say this though, Snake. In recent times, there was a very good example that that's a really funny accent. That because it's a show that I really like that they did this. But I just like the accent. I'm just saying, because your idea of going back to the Midway timeline, continuing that story and all that stuff, there is an example that I thought of recently that was very successful. It's called X-Men '97. I know you both aren't too into that show, but it's like that show is like we're continuing a show from like 20-ish years ago, and it's like nope. It's like it's literally a sequel to the last show. So it's like we're just continuing that from that show. You don't know what happened back then? Well, tough luck. I mean, the show's still going to be good, but you're going to be confused about a couple things. But who cares? It's just like literally going back to the 90s. It's like the whole vibe, the whole show, and it's like, oh, this is cool. It's like, oh, this is great that we're getting a show that's so just a sequel to something that probably not many people remember or have watched. So, do something with that with the Midway era? I think that would be very refreshing, too, in a weird way.
I like to imagine that one of the executives at Disney was like, "Oh, we need to do a new X-Men show. Oh, what can we do with it for X-Men?" And they're just casually playing MK11, and they have Johnny Cage, and they beat Sector, and Johnny goes, "Go back to the '90s," and the person goes, "Brain blast!"
The '90s, an 80th time. Let's go. Anyways, so we can go on to our second fun topic. All right, so Final Kombat happened. Oh my gosh, is it the biggest Mortal Kombat?
Oh, we're doing that first. Gotcha. Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us, TrueUnderDawg, what happened?
So Final Kombat was the first time. This Final Kombat particularly was the first time it was also dual streamed on HBO Max. So you would think they'd have all their ducks in a row, because now's the time to square up and make sure we do the best thing possible. No, it was their worst one they've ever done. So many things went wrong during the stream. There were technical difficulties. One of the funniest being having the wrong audio. Like you're watching the English version, but the audio is completely wrong. It's in a different language because someone mixed up those two streams somehow. Like the audio got desynced to a different visual. So you had the English commentators just speaking the wrong language, and it was hilarious. Even Honeybee is like, if you're wondering why we're listening to it in the wrong language, we're watching the English stream right now. It's just them messing up. So that was already hilarious. It was like the biggest tournament in Mortal Kombat history, theoretically. I'm not sure if it was due to the fact that Mortal Kombat 1 is less popular, but it was like the biggest production, and it failed.
I saw the clip. Was it like Ketchup and Mustard with the host? I mean,
every time. You can't not use them. If they're not the commentators, you're messing up.
It was a very hype moment, and they're like, "Oh, this thing happened!" It's like, quick little bad girl, it's like they're like super hype, but it's like it's a wrong language and someone dubbing over them.
Impresionante. Es que chicos, nada más.
You can see that. I saw that clip out there somewhere.
Go. So that's already embarrassing. But then to add fuel to the fire, and even though I think people are misinterpreting this, I want to do more research into this topic. I need to learn the actual language. Scorpion Prox, I think, won. It's one of the Chilean twins, won the whole tournament. Surprise to nobody. It was either going to be him, Sonic Fox, or Ninja Killa. It's like those three that are going to win. And Scorpion Prox won, and in his own native language, I think he just straight up says, "I never liked this game." Like after he's gotten the award, and he's next to Ed Boon and everything, but he says it with a laugh on, a smile on his face, laughing. So I don't know if he's joking and just trying to meme, because him and his brother do that all the time. Like whenever they're in grand finals, they won't even play a serious match. They'll do it to look hype or look goofy as hell. So they're known to do stuff like this. So it could be he's just memeing, or it could be that he's serious. But even if he's serious, I don't know if he means Mortal Kombat 1, or if he means he's never even liked Mortal Kombat. He's just good at that game in particular. I'm not sure which one he means. My gut reaction is that he's joking to meme. Similar to that guy being like, at the Game Awards, memeing and trying to become famous off that too. Although Scorpion Prox is already popular in the NetherRealm community, but yeah, I'm not sure what happened. But the point is, everything went wrong that tournament. The only thing that was good is we saw a good amount of character variety. It was not the same characters over and over again. And we even saw some characters that I didn't think were that good, and that many people thought were below mid. Like Garrus was there twice in top 8 from 2 different players.
Nice.
Garrus. Now, the sad thing is you think, I'm going to see some hype Garrus gameplay. Not really. The Garrus meta is to run away a lot, zone a lot, and then get your health back. Because once you do enough, Hourglass, get your health back, and then literally timer scam. Like, you win by timeout. It is the most frustrating. It's like Justin Wong, baby.
Could you imagine that this is the big push for MK is like an esports, that we're going to put it on our streaming service, it's going to be big, and all the technical problems didn't happen, it all goes perfectly, and then in top 8 you have Garrus going boom, 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 and that's a lot of people's first introduction to this game is, what is he doing? What is happening?
Yep. Unfortunately, even though it's very funny, the BBC is not the most optimal combo, so you will not be seeing that. But that's what it's called, Snake. That's what you see the videos.
No, yeah, you have to be really.
It's like the echoey
you have to make a code for it. You have to call it the 223. To convert the letters into numbers. Then it sounds like a normal combo, so people don't know what you're talking about. Then it's like, haha, I'm going to 223, and it's like, what?
I get that
joke. And then the wrong people take the joke and take it way too far. And it's like, then 223 becomes slang for a very bad thing. And everyone's like, we can't talk about 223 combos anymore. It's been ruined by MK, like it ruins everything else in fighting games.
Oh man.
Yeah, I see the clip that you mentioned. I never liked this game, right next to Ed Boon.
Yeah.
There is it might be sincere or might be more joking, because it's you can see people be like, I fucking hate League of Legends, and they still play 1,000 hours in that game and whatnot. Some people still do that. You know what I mean? So they could be memeing on that aspect.
Who are you people,
I hate
by
this
the
game,
way?
continues to grind and whatnot.
Yeah, who are you people, by the way?
This.
Not just people who play a game you don't like. That's already crazy enough. But people who go super try hard without the intention of ever turning that into a real world success. What are you doing? Who are you people? I don't understand who you are. What are you doing?
Mentality.
But it's just take that drive, that devotion and that commitment to anything else, and you'll see way better success. Just take that drive and put it into anything else, and I think you'll see all this money in your bank account. Just all this success. Oh well.
I know people, and I mean, there's a lot of these sort of people who just take things very competitively, no matter what they're playing. It's whether it be I play with my Overwatch friends before, and every time we're losing, he gets very toxic. He just gets very mean and stuff like that. And it's just
I have a friend like that too.
Even no matter what it's a thing that some human beings have. I think maybe I used to have that, but then I just one day just decided to tone myself down, just be it's just a video game and whatnot. So nowadays, if I play video games, I'm much more just I don't get competitively mad, if that makes any sense. I try to just I try to tell myself, it's what's the point? Enjoy the moment. It's you're trying to have fun and whatnot. Although I have friends who play with Marvel Rivals with, and then they might lose it or be really mean here, and I'll be like, yeah, we tried our best. I mean, I dealt my healing, I dealt everything I can, and we still lost. Although if we do have an 8 or 9 losing streak, I'll just be like, we're playing another game.
Yeah, we can't end on a loss.
Yeah.
For me in Rivals, I got one friend who molds, one friend who just gets depressed, thinking that they are the problem. It's no, you're not the problem. We just had a bad match. It happens. It's very common that you have a bad matchup. You commonly get play of the game. Fucking stop, please. You're not bad.
Yeah.
It's how it is sometimes.
What's crazy to me is that my friend who molds and gets really mad, he's not even good at the game. That's the funny part. Yet he takes it so seriously, And he hadn't been in our group for a whole couple months once. And then he came back and we played, me and him, because I was the first one available. He's like, anyone want to play Street Fighter 6? And I'm like, sure, I'll play with you. And after the first round, it's just a normal first round, he starts cursing like a sailor, like he's prone to do it. And I'm like, after the first match? Or the first round? It's not even the first match. He's already mad. And I'm just trying to calm him down, but in my head I'm thinking, how can you even get mad when you haven't changed anything about how you play? This type of play results in losing, and you haven't even tried. He also doesn't play Street Fighter 6. I roast him for that all the time. Like, he does physically play it, but his play style is Street Fighter 4. He has never accepted how Street Fighter 6 is supposed to play. He still plays it like a Street Fighter 4.
Well, you can get him back to play Viper, because if you want to talk about Street Fighter 4, I don't know if she's going to play the same as Street Fighter 6.
He hates Viper. They released a video that shows a full breakdown of her. Like, Capcom released the whole breakdown, so that's neat.
Does she have the tech that you were hoping?
I haven't seen it. I haven't gotten to watch it yet. It's like a 10-minute long video. I haven't gotten the chance.
But she does have a lot of cancelable moves from her base trailer, so it looks like they still did keep that aspect about her.
I'm wondering if you can still negative edge it. I hope so, because negative edge made that way more tolerable in Street Fighter 4. But my buddy will not come back for that. Our Malding friend will not come back for C Viper because I'm the C Viper player in 4, and he hates me for it. I can play any other character. He'll just get kind of mad. I play Viper, and he starts blaming the game at he starts blaming the game itself. And I'm like, how can you get mad that I'm doing a move that is instantly beneath your feet while you're throwing a fireball from full screen? You just don't throw a fireball from full screen, and then I can't Seismo launch you. Just don't do that, and you'll be fine. But he just insists on throwing fireballs from full screen, and it's like, you can't do that. He refuses to accept that you just can't do that. Any hoozle, I would recommend that if any of y'all watching have that toxic friend who gets mad, way too unreasonably mad at video games, drop them. Or at least play games without them. Make a whole new group chat that just doesn't have them, and then assemble your friends who are normal to play some regular games every now and then. Yeah. Any hoozle.
I'm just looking up more Final Combat stuff that happened, because I just sent you guys the wrong language. There's also this one that's cutting to the wrong camera, blasting the music, and whatnot.
Yeah, and to be fair, Mortal Kombat has a history of terrible Evo moments and stuff too. I still remember in I think it was MKX, maybe. With MK9 it did pretty well. I think it was with MKX. At Evo, the gameplay was so quiet you couldn't hear anything. It was just the commentators. And I'm like, how do you mess up basic shit like this? Funko Pops.
This is sick, and we will see you for Group C. Let's go. Take it away.
Here's the Funko Pop, and closes up to the next person. And with blasting the music in this clip too. I know another thing that happened was apparently during one of the top 8 matches when Sonic Fox. I hope I'm getting this right, guys. I might not get everything right here. Sonic Fox is in the middle of the match. They stopped it for audio settings, audio issues and whatnot. And it's whoa, during the middle of the match. It's not the game. It's not the player's issue. It's not the game's issue. It's the production part of issues, and they stopped their match. And Sonic Fox has been non-stop shit talking about that issue, fucked with me mentally and all that kind of stuff. Dude, what the hell, and stuff like that. It's that is really not professional.
Some people are roasting Sonic Fox, and for the first time, I think I'm on their side, because I have noticed a pattern that sometimes Sonic Fox is gracious in defeat, sometimes he's really not, and will find any reason for why he lost, except of just got outplayed, or just didn't play your best. That's usually why someone loses. They either didn't play their best, or they got outplayed. That's 9 times out of 10. You really can't blame it on anything else, in my honest opinion.
Sure,
as an adult,
the production's still fucked up, It's you can still...
Yes, you can complain that. You can complain about that. But you can't blame your loss on that.
Well, that's all he said. It's mentally, it's but whatever. He's okay with top 5. That's what Sonic Fox said. But I'm just saying, production-wise, I'm also saying that's fucked up. It actually, I guess, I have a personal experience kind of like that, because I was, I'm not gonna mention what fighting game. I'm not gonna mention when this happened, because I entered a fighting game tournament a long time ago, and mid-match we were playing. It was some guy walked over and just unplugged a controller and paused our game. We were do we restart? It's what do we do and whatnot? So I just decided, I guess we just continue and whatnot. We were very early in the brackets and whatnot. But yeah, it's in a big giant competition with who knows, thousands of people watching and stuff like that. That is very unprofessional.
No, 100%. Absolutely unprofessional. At least we got memes out of it. It was funny. At least it was funny.
True.
All the nonsense that happened.
If you're saying Sonic Fox could is finding excuses and whatnot, I still think it's a very fair thing to complain about. It's not cool and whatnot.
Yes, you can complain about all of that. I just don't think you can complain about it affecting your wins or losses. That's all. But 100% you can. Well, no, because I don't think that should be allowed, because then everyone's going to start doing that. You gotta
you're not
own
supposed
your
to have that
losses. Like
issues
if you
during
lost, you lost. I mean,
productions,
Sonic
You're
Fox
not-
wins
it's like-
90% of the games he plays.
This is a
you
real
know?
life experience again. I'm gonna bring up. I have like my brother has like a singing contest that he's been to, and like during the singing contest, one of the contestants, while he's singing, the music cuts off, and the judge is like, "Keep singing, keep going it, keep doing it," and then he won. It's like, oh wow, did he sing the greatest? I don't know, but it was a really emotional, impactful thing that happened when the music cuts off and he just kept on singing and stuff like that. And like people in the contestants were like, that just felt like a buff for him, honestly. Like that doesn't seem very fair and whatnot. Like even, was it fair? Was it not fair? Who knows? But it felt unfair. And by the end of the day, it is still the production issue. Was it fair or not fair?
Did the crowd vote on it,
Debatable.
or did the judges vote on who wins?
Judges vote on it. So it's
well,
like
then you get to.
we don't know.
Yeah.
But what I mean is like you can still complain about it. Is what I'm kind of saying.
Yeah, that feels like a bit of an apples to coconuts. I need to see exactly what Sonic
Sure.
complained about, because that sounds like apples to coconuts. If what happened actually interrupted his session, then I'd be like, yes. But I'm not sure if he's complaining about that. I think his session went fine
It
when
just
he was
says
playing.
like, well, no, in the middle of the match, like they're like, stop, audio issue, stop playing.
Oh, in the middle of his match?
That's what
Oh, shit.
happened. Yes,
Oh, okay.
that's what happened. That's what I'm bringing. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's why everyone kept bringing up the chair then, because some people are saying this is like karma for Sonic Fox, because he did the exact same thing to Goichi
switched the
during
chair?
Dragon Ball Fighters. Yeah, that whole incident.
That's funny if that's the
It
case.
completely killed the momentum of Goichi. Yeah, go ahead, Snake.
Two things. One, it's not apples and coconuts, it's apples and oranges. That's the phrase.
Well, that's the joke, yeah.
Second of
it.
all, we cannot call Sonic Fox Sonic, because it sounds like we're talking about SonicHaXD. So be very careful when you talk about Sonic Fox, because people think you talk about this guy. People saying he has karma coming to him. He does not have karma coming to him. He's a good boy.
Oh my gosh!
Don't say that.
He's a mostly good boy. We don't know. I haven't seen his
Thank you.
browser history.
Mostly.
I don't
damn.
want to see his browser history. You know what's going to be in there.
What the fuck? No, it's gonna be
Reptile, face down, ass up. You know it's going to be there.
face down, ass up. You know
I
what
mean,
the
isn't that a
funniest thing is? I
t-shirt
think
or not?
recent-
Have you made that a t-shirt yet, Sonic, with the Jacko pose with MKX Reptile?
I don't dare. I'm not that.
probably
I'm not
should.
that gooner baity. Okay.
It's not Gooner, it's
I
just
have
a
a
pose.
T-posing one, but no.
You
I
had the one where the move one's got the knife over his crotch, like looking like a big bladed penis.
not a
Like,
T-shirt,
what do you mean
okay?
you're not Guna
Not a
Beatty?
T-shirt, okay? Look, those are memes, but on a freaking T-shirt, that's a very different thing. It's like I will commission Ahigao faces, I will not commission the Ahigao T-shirt. That's very different, okay?
Coward. You should do it. I want to see how it does, because that's like how gamer subs became popular, I think. Like, they do normal stuff now that you can buy, but they got popular off that degenerate stuff. And I do wonder, who is buying that? Like, it kind of blows my mind. I'm like, who is actively, like, buying shirts that I know they're not wearing in public? Who is spending money on shirts they just wear at home? Like, that's wild to me.
Anime conventions, or sometimes people just like merch like that, yeah.
Then you do have some people who
Actually,
are
yeah,
the Ahigao shirts, but I'd argue at least the Ahigao shirts, because there's so many faces on them that unless you're right up next to the person, you can't even tell what it is. So it's kind of inoffensive. But
If you wear that at a supermarket, I will cringe still. Be like, in front of kids? Really?
well, yeah, that's true. In front of kids, yeah.
But yeah, either way, I'm really happy we talk about Final Combat. I will say there's a lot of sections in there of being like, Sonic thinks it's very unfair. It's, Sonic, or you know what? Sonic is looking for excuses to be like, I'm doing the meme like, what did I do?
Sonic. When I said we can't call Sonic Fox Sonic, I meant you as well. You can't call him that either. 'Cause it still sounds like you're talking about yourself.
That is true.
Yeah.
I just think that whole section would be very funny, thinking, which Sonic or which
Stop
Sonic?
confusing the audience, guys. It's not nice.
Okay, like I was saying, I'm very happy we got to talk about Final Combat. So now I get to title this episode like Mortal Kombat did another oopsie or some shit like that. I can do some controversial title, and it will make sense because we're talking about this tournament, this Mortal Kombat tournament. Yay! Awesome job, guys.
The biggest mistake in Mortal Kombat history. Well, speaking of like
the final straw for Mortal Kombat.
The
You got
final
the
straw.
final in there.
Put my foot down. Oh, the final. I see what you did there. It's very funny.
well,
You're very funny,
speaking
Snake. You're such a good boy.
speaking of tournaments, should we mention the huge Street Fighter 6 faux pas that's happening right now, like as we speak?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's one of those
Take
funny
it away,
things where
TrueUnderDawg.
right around the same time that this final Kombat shit show happened, here's Street Fighter having its own big tournament kerfuffle. Tekken's the only one not so far, but also because no one plays Tekken.
Yeah, it actually is a very surprisingly low amount of people playing Tekken 8 right now. I mean, of course, Mortal Kombat's dead. Like, no one's playing Mortal Kombat. But to me, it's almost a bigger deal with Tekken not having low Twitch viewers and stuff because of the audience and the demographic that it primarily appeals to. Like, then their numbers are still really low. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But
I think, and this might not be true, but I think it's because new fighting games are coming out, and those 3 have been out for a while. 2XKO.
Don't say those 3 because Street Fighter's still doing fine. Numbers-wise, Street Fighter 6 is still doing great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Street Fighter 6 won, which I kind of predicted because Street Fighter 6 was the only game that was completely original, like 100%. It's like all new style, all new gameplay, all new story mode, single-player experience. Like, I was like, this game's gonna win. I feel like because it tried the hardest to really be new, whereas Tekken 8 has great graphics, but it still felt like Tekken 7 with all the characters being literally from Tekken 7, and a lot of the gameplay being similar but worse. So yeah, I always saw that like Street Fighter 6 was gonna win. Its only real sin was dropping with like 15 characters. That was crazy. That's a super low amount of characters.
I think Street Fighter 6 to me just like that art style, because like a fighting game, in my opinion, like no matter how good the gameplay is, like Invincible Versus can be like the best fighting game ever that happens next year. It's not gonna win over Marvel Token because Marvel Token's art style is just too good. That sauce is there, that vibe, that aura, and I think Street Fighter 6, that art style the new art style, that new like stuff that they're doing there, is too strong, and it also stands out like compared to like Tekken and like Mortal Kombat in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. So for anyone wondering what the drama is with Street Fighter, they unveiled Capcom Cup, and if you want to watch the finals from your house, right, it's pay-per-view now. It's not free, whereas normally streaming a tournament has always been free, and also you can co-stream. There are some exceptions to co-streaming, but typically it's allowed. Well, not this time. Street Fighter 6, if you want to watch, there's a twist here, by the way. If you want to watch from home, it's going to cost you $27 US, 4,000 yen, I believe. $27 to watch the finals of Street Fighter 6. Maybe... Actually, I think it's the whole tournament except for the finals. If you want to watch the finals also on the last day, it's a combined $40. You could buy 2 Silk songs for that.
Toots! 3 actually, really. Silk Song's only like 15. It's actually like $10 in my country. You could buy fucking 4.
Oh, that's a good point, Sonic. The price does not change on this stream based on where you live. It does not change based on region. So people are saying if they're in like a third world nation, they're like, bro, that's unironically like 1/10 of our minimum wage. We can't pay that.
Oh my god.
Even if we want to watch, we can't drop $40 US. That's too much. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough.
Like, for a fighting game tournament, has there ever been something this expensive at home on streaming? Usually when you can watch it for free.
I don't think so. I think it's always been free until just now.
I feel like the closest thing would probably be something like, when like the Mulan remake came out and you had to pay an additional premium on top of your Disney Plus subscription?
Oh yeah, that's right! It was like $20 or something.
And everyone loved that.
Something like that. It's like
love it so much. Done it again.
You can't say no one will do it because some people will, but it's like most people won't because it's fucking stupid. It's like these companies just genuinely take advantage of their audiences, and it's fucked. It's like you could pay this amount to watch the Street Fighter tournament, or you could probably, depending on where you live, buy the game itself for that price and just play it.
Close to it, yeah, probably.
Yeah. No, I made that joke. I was like, it's over half the price of a game. Well, I guess half when you consider taxes. That's half the price of the game itself to just watch the tournament. It's wild. I was wondering why Brian F. kept saying it was $40, because I saw the $40 as an option, but I just assumed that was like a premium viewing experience or something. No, it's just to watch the finals too, which a lot of tournaments start doing in person. If you want to watch like EVO, for example, in person, the last day costs extra. Like the finals cost extra. They've been doing that for years. A lot of places do that, which I think is still scummy. I think they finally rolled it back now that Sony runs it. So that's twist number one. $40 to watch Street Fighter 6 from your own home with your own internet, with your own computer that you've already paid for. That's twist number one. Twist number two is the developers themselves came out in a cheeky, indirect way and said, we didn't do any of this. The people behind this side of Capcom are entirely separate from the people who make the games. So we are not about this at all. By the way, please enjoy the official artwork that we made for the for the tournament.
The Viper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's similar to what Harada said back when like you had to pay for the stage. It's like the gameplay development side and the publishing side are different. I didn't know about this. I'm gonna start to get hands-on with this, yada yada. And it's like, sure, but at the same time, really, like you really didn't know this backlash was gonna happen. That people are gonna start like being like, really, you have to pay for the stage as a complaint. Like you couldn't have foreseen that stuff and whatnot. It's similar to that. I feel like.
It would be neat if Ed Boon could just be like that every now and then and go, okay, well, this decision made about the game, that wasn't on us. That was like Warner Bros. Or whoever's in charge of the finances and that. The creative side, nothing to do with it. Because you hear basically nothing about the behind-the-scenes stuff from NetherRealm. Whereas weirdly, the Japanese one seems to be a bit more candid about this stuff. So
I have a theory for that. I think very easily I can just picture being like, if Ed Boon ever says like, oh yeah, there was going to be a story mode part 3, but Warner Brothers wouldn't allow it, or we just didn't have the budget for that shit, who looks bad in that argument? Your boss. So like, would you know what I mean? Would Ed Boon really want to make, the higher ups mad at him for saying shit like that?
Well,
like
sure,
I feel like.
But do consider it's Ed Boon, like the co-creator of MK, Harada, who took over Tekken from like 3 onwards, and then whoever's in charge of Street Fighter, I don't even know who that is, which speaks to this, that the guy who's arguably the hardest one to get rid of because he's so ingrained with the franchise, you could say if anyone, he should be the one who should be able to say this stuff because he's untouchable, whereas these guys are the ones who should be shitting bricks at the prospect of coming clean about this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it seems like in this case, like Harada is way more like transparent and way more being like, Bandai Namco needs me to make Tekken, so I can say whatever I want. Like that seems like the attitude he's giving and whatnot. So at least that's the vibe I'm getting. Interestingly.
Yeah, I mean, this whole drama is crazy. I haven't made a video about it myself because I'm like, even though I cover mostly Mortal Kombat, I'm worried if this gets normalized or if this tournament does well, other people will take notice and go, oh, so they showed up to pay anyway. Like they didn't like it, but they still paid. Or hey, they didn't pay as much as expected, but we're still like halfway there. So what if we just lower the price by half? Like I don't want to have to pay ever to watch. The only time it would ever be justified to pay to watch a stream is if you get some sort of special stuff, like behind the scenes, or maybe you get like interviews with the players, or like just something cute to make it different. But otherwise, like no, there's no reason to ever charge for a stream.
Exclusive sneak peek presentation for 20 minutes about the next NetherRealm Studios game at Final Combat.
You know what? I don't like this, but it'd be something like if you bought a ticket to watch this, you get a free premium skin in the next Mortal Kombat 13 game. I don't like that, but like at least you get something out of that, Even though Twitch drops are literally watch streaming, you get a skin for free. So
that'd be really good. It was like, okay, so we're gonna have a like classic costume coming back, and the winner of the tournament gets to decide what it's gonna be, and everyone who pays for this premium thing just gets that costume.
Yeah.
So then it's like, this guy wins Final Combat, and he's like, well, I want MK9 Sub-Zero in the game. All right, MK9 Sub-Zero's in it. Everyone who paid the premium gets the costume for free.
I have always had that idea. If I ever made it a fighting game and be like, maybe like an art contest or a fighting game contest, obviously, and the winner shout your character, and that character's gonna get like a summer skin. You know what I mean? I've always thought that'd be a very cute way of doing it, because just like a community decided thing and whatnot.
There was something like that kind of with Dead or Alive 5, where for a couple of years they did Halloween sets, where I believe all the designs were fan made, like a contest, and then the best ones got in. Sometimes they got lazy, like the same mummy costume made it in for like 4 different characters, but it's fine. But like it's like, yeah, here's like this character's like a Frankenstein monster. Here's this character's a succubus, and it's like, fandom participation is always neat to see. I think that because I think a lot of the original costumes in the latest MK were hit or miss, and I feel like I'd rather just seen like, well, here's a fan-made design, here's a fan design for Reptile. I would have rather seen that make it in over like the Earthrealm one, personally.
Sure, and with that being said, I really like the Earthrealm ones. But yeah, I get what you mean. I
do think it was very cool for Street Fighter. I think it was 5 actually that did this. Unfortunately, not 6. Street Fighter 5 had the really cool practice of when you did win a Capcom Cup or a major tournament, the player did get to design the costume.
That's
like
cool.
a new costume added to the game. Some of them were amazing, some were complete trash. The worst one being Mena RD's because he just had Birdie dressed like him. It was so uncreative and lame. It was like, oh, come on. We got like Samurai, Bushido era, like Nakali, and all these other cool outfits. And then just here's like, oh, I want him to just wear a t-shirt. But here's what he said. Here's Taka.
Here. So this is the developer. Yeah. It's kind of funny. It's like, I'm really... okay, so they are pissed about the situation too, at least.
By the way, we're completely separate. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I love that. There's like no reason to bring that up. They just do. It's like, hey, I know you're mad at everyone right now, but support my art. And also we didn't decide the $40 to watch a tournament. It's crazy how their debut price was $40. That's like the really ridiculous part. You would think just like $5 or $10 to put your foot in and see what's up. I guess they're doing the haggling method. They're starting high and then are open to lowering the price a little bit in the future.
Yeah, it's like what's the price of renting a movie? It's like I've never done it before. Like I feel like
even a movie ticket is like what, $10? So you could watch 4 movies.
Yeah, exactly, at an actual movie theater and stuff. Okay, yeah, I see here if you rent a movie online, it's $3. Some newer ones are $10. Obviously, streaming services, you watch like more movies and shows because of that. It's like so many movies you watch $40 just for one stream and a finale.
Yeah. I still love the meme of comparing it to Silk Song because it's just funny to treat Silk Song like a currency. Because for anyone not aware, those indie developers started complaining, like, it's not fair that you charge this little because other companies are going to charge more and get called out. And it's like, no. You can charge whatever price you want to for your game that you think is fair. This company is simply so confident in their product that they sell it for less, knowing that it's going to break even anyway. It's just a confidence.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a new precedent. But it is still funny.
Silk
Dude, I could buy
Song
3 Silk Songs for that price.
Yep. Expedition 33 too was used a lot as a comparison back then because it was like what, $40 if I'm not mistaken. That game, I'm like $40. What? But yeah, Silk Song also, like, what's it called? Let me just see how much did because in my country it's $10. Let's see here. My $15 of usage has net me about 50 hours of gameplay. Wow, that's amazing. And I'm not even done with the game yet.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, Japan keeps raising the bar
60,
and lowering the price. That's really cool.
This is the year of indies. It's a year of, like, holy shit, a lot of good video games, but the year of indie, honestly, of just, like, massively successful indie games. It's like, I remember there's a picture of someone being, like, the top 5 or, like, somewhere around that line of, like, highest rated games that came out this year, like, 3 or 4 of them are all indie games. So it's, like, a really good year for indie.
It's funny, too, because it's not just indie doing well, it's also the big budget games completely crapping the bed. It's these two things combined.
Definitely some losers, but there's also some pretty big winners for AAA this year, too. Death Stranding, Delta. You know, I haven't talked about it at all, but I've been playing a bunch of Sonic Racing CrossWorlds and whatnot. It's like...
Are there any non-Japanese games that have been doing well, or is it just like Asia kicking our butts again? Which I'm okay with, honestly. I like that.
Kingdom Come isn't Death Stranding Japanese. Isn't Kingdom Come, is that American? I'm not sure.
Deliverance or
Kingdom Come Deliverance. I think that's European. Could be wrong.
I
thought Kingdom Come for some reason was an indie game also. I don't know why I thought that.
No. That's a pretty big company. I have a picture. I'm gonna look up that one picture because this is kind of a fun top. Is Sucker Punch Productions American or is that?
Yeah, they're American.
Not.
Yeah, they made Sly Cooper and
recently they released a game, so like that's
pretty
successful.
Ghost of Yote.
That game had some controversy that we're not going to talk about, but that game had some controversy.
Let's just not talk about it. Here we go. Here's what I found.
That game was always going to be successful. It's one of the big AAA Sony games. So
is it a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima or no?
Yes.
Yes. That's going to sell it on name alone then. Yeah.
Not narratively, but like mechanically and stylistically, it's basically that.
Yeah, seeing the gameplay, it just does look like Ghost of Tsushima, awesome. Here's the picture that I found of like all games from this year.
It's also very funny, Dog, because the voice actor of the main guy in Ghost of Tsushima is Scorpion in M1K, and the voice actor for the main character in this one is Sector.
Yes, I didn't think about that. That's funny. Yeah, a Kingdom Come, Deliverance,
Hades 2.
I mean, okay, we're not thinking if we're not speaking of indie here. Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Doom. I forgot Doom came out this year. That was pretty good, from what I recall.
It
was a mixed bag, apparently. Yeah.
I enjoyed Doom quite a bit. Borderlands,
it's good.
though,
It's still a good game. It's not like as good as Eternal. That's what people are.
I know that I would enjoy it because I never did the extra content. I never did the map creation, and I barely played any multiplayer. I think that was the main issue with the new one, is that it was missing all that stuff. Right? It's just single player.
I just heard it's just not as good as Eternal, but like it's still really good. Like, that's one thing I've heard. Sorry,
I
what were
liked
you saying, Snake?
I liked it more than Eternal, but
Eternal was kind of stressful, to be fair. Yeah.
yeah. So it was nice to have something that's a bit simpler, where it's just like just have fun with your weapons, not you literally have to use this weapon against this guy to stand a chance. But Borderlands 4 coming out with a dog shit PC port apparently, which is shocking. Which is shocking given the company that made it. You know, they started out doing just PC games, so the PC, they should be one of those companies that's like, oh yeah, we get a rock solid PC port every time. But no, Randy Pitchford's a fucking dipshit, so
Yeah.
pan out.
I'm guessing it's because they're using
I've
Unreal
heard-
5, right, or something, and it's probably not pairing well with like PC.
I've heard it's like Borderlands 4 is actually not it's better than Borderlands 3, and it's not a bad game. If Randy can shut the fuck up, then people can just enjoy this game. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, Borderlands 3, to be fair, was like, aside from the gameplay, was a pretty milquetoast experience. Like, I remember that game being very mid. Even I was like, I'm normally not a huge like stickler for story modes and stuff, but I was like, man, this story mode is such dog crap. Like, Borderlands 3 is such a, and the villains suck. Like, it's just so bad. I'm like, did they hire all new writers? I was like, what happened?
Well, I've got a friend who's really big into Borderlands, and so she reminded me of something recently. How in Borderlands 3, you know how the short psychos that they used to call midgets.
Yeah.
Well, they changed the name for that in Borderlands 3. I forget what they changed it to, but it's something that sounds like a slur for short people. It's really funny. I was like, we're going to avoid that. We're not going to be offensive to anyone in Borderlands, and we're just going to sound way worse by doing so.
What was the word they used then? Because I know midget can be used.
I have to look this up.
Okay, because I know that's a real life. Like, we can use that sometimes to make fun of short people. But so I'm very interested in knowing what's the one in Borderlands 3.
It makes me laugh too, because the word psycho is also technically an actual mental condition. So I mean, they're not afraid of offending those people, but they're afraid of offending short stacks.
Interesting. Maybe we should start using that word more often and see if it gets canceled.
That's it. They call them tinks.
That does sound worse. I don't know why. That does sound worse,
I think it derives from like Tinkerbell or something, but it sounds like an actual slur. Like, I don't know how you stumble into this. I mean,
I guess it's made up, I guess, but yeah, that's kind of funny. But yeah, Dog, you're kind of right if you're saying like the Western AAA is getting stomped, because like on this list there's only 3, right? Yeah. So
we're getting stomped at everything. It's funny because people are like taking what Americans used to be good at and just going back to the 90s with it.
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's more double A, but yeah, okay, if you want to count that, because we're talking about AAA games. But Split Fiction had a budget, but it is lower budget compared to others. Okay.
Published by EA, depends on how you want to look at it that way, but
yeah, but it's not huge. Yeah, but okay, yeah. But the point is, it's definitely more Japanese. But regardless, it's still a good year of games. I will say, it's actually like there's too many games this year that I had to skip out. It's like, oh my gosh, guys, stop.
We're going to be talking about a bunch of these at the end of the year when we get to our 3x3s. I'm definitely going to be talking about Ninja Gaiden Ragebound and MGS Delta.
You played that? Okay. I've never played a Ninja Gaiden game, so I'm interested in hearing about your opinion.
It's very good. Okay. So I'm curious to see how Ninja Gaiden 4 will stack up to it, because Platinum's current record not doing so hot. So we'll see.
Is it short? The game?
Oh yeah. It's pretty damn short, but not in like a bad way. It's like because it does want you to kind of like replay the levels and like get better at it and whatnot, and then do the hard mode and whatnot. So
gotcha.
It's very good.
I'll keep that in mind, because like one of my favorite Metroidvanias is Metroid Dread. That game you can beat in 6 hours. but I still absolutely love that game. It's like just because it's short doesn't mean it's like if the experience for those 6 hours was magical and amazing, then hell yeah, I like those type of games.
And I played the demo for Shinobi, and it's kind of similar. It's obviously a similar thing where it's like, oh, here's this classic ninja side-scrolling game getting like a reboot and around the same time, but obviously instead of being retro, this one's going for a more like an Xbox Live Arcade kind of aesthetic where it's all like beautiful like drawn visuals where like the Udon Street Fighter sprites for Street Fighter 2 kind of thing. And it looks great. It's fun to play. I don't know if I'd like it more than Ragebound if I have to play the full game for that, but I plan to do that at some point.
Oh shit!
So there's some really good stuff on. There's been some really good stuff releasing this year, but a lot of it is coming from Japan, and even when it's not coming from Japan, it's like, oh, Ghost of Yote, based in Japan. So
what's it called? And also a lot of indies, you know, from the States and whatnot. Actually, speaking of that 3x3 you're talking about, I have a list basically of like what artists. I'm keeping track of like the things I like this year already, because man, almost every month this year I play like a new game or watch something new. It's like gotta put this down. It's like if this is an interesting experience, something like that. I'm always thinking about that list right now. Always like making sure it'd be fun and whatnot. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure where we should go from here. Just like a couple of cool games. If you told me Ninja Gaiden Ragebound had the Metroidvania tag on it, I would have like instantly bought it, Snake. You could have just started with that.
Alas, no. It's a side scroller, like level based.
Oh, okay. Then what the fuck is it? Metroidvania on Steam? How dare you? Get that shit off.
Well, some levels you will go around a little bit. That's mostly for getting collectibles, though. So it's an odd thing to put on there.
Yeah. I guess sometimes I'll be like, it's a light Metroidvania because you go back and forth for the secrets and stuff like that. No, it's very different definition, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I would like to talk about what's been going on with us recently. How's life? How has it been going and whatnots? How's the family?
I'm ill. I'm dying.
Oh,
I got
terrible.
a cold.
The cold got you.
Poor guy.
You got Cole Young.
What, him? What did he do?
you got cold. There you go. You got the cold.
I think he means cold.
Is the humor that bad? Like, why is there so much silence going around us?
Well, I have to go to the
'Cause you're
restroom,
not
so I need to do that
funny.
real quick.
You know what? Perfect. I want to get some more water.
There you go. See, it works out. It works
yes. Entertain our audience, green screen Snake.
out. Green screen and Snake together with their powers combined, nothing will stand in their way.
No, I won't take that down because it doesn't really work when it's just. I'm going to take a picture and Sonic's going to show it because I think it's rather funny the way I've arranged some of these MK figures. There we go. So Sonic's going to show this picture and it's going to be very funny. As you can see, Sub-Zero is stomping Noob Saibot's head into a toilet. Very funny.
What?
And yeah, that's all that's new with me, other than, you know,
Oh shit, my camera
Guns.
finally froze.
any guns. I just found a really good YouTube channel actually.
Oh yeah?
I don't remember what it's called. Fuck, I need to look into that.
Oh, fuck me.
I think it's called EXP.
Oh.
It's his YouTube channel I found recently. Yeah, EXP. Basically, it's some people who used to work at GameSpot, I think, and then they've like gone solo. And basically, they have this series where they have a firearms expert talk about the guns in various games and movies. So they've done ones on like the John Wick films and various Metal Gear games and Resident Evil. So it's like, it is. And there's this really good bit in the MGS3 one where there's a part in MGS3 when you first meet Ocelot and he's got a Makarov and he does some weird thing with his Makarov that causes it to jam or something, and it's not clear what exactly he's done wrong or what happened. And so this guy goes on for like 10 minutes trying to figure out what Ocelot did. And what the game is trying to communicate is like a weird mistranslation or a misunderstanding of guns.
Yeah.
And it's like, then he thinks he figures out what happened. And I think they revisit it a bit in the MGS Delta video.
Oh.
But yeah, there's a lot of interesting gun facts, like because one of the big things in MGS3 is Big Boss is a gun nut. He gets his 1911. He's like, oh, it's amazing.
Yes.
Everybody's guns customized, and he loves it. And so it's this guy being like, okay, how is that right? How accurate is that? It's like, oh yeah, sure. That some of the stuff you probably wouldn't see in like 1964, but And it's,
interesting.
So yeah. EXP is the channel. Some of the stuff was on the GameSpot channel. But you probably get linked to it just by going off EXP and just looking at these. They even does other ones where there's guys talk about there's a guy who's into like medieval weaponry and armor and stuff like that, and he talks about Warhammer 40k, how some of the animated shorts and the movies and the games and that, how they reflect like actual knights in real life. Really good stuff. So, yeah.
Pretty awesome. What's really funny is when I came back, I was like, there's a 50-50 chance Dog is either not there or back. I have no idea. Because on our screen, we can't see.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure, because it's like again, on our screen, we don't know.
I wanted to add to this, so what makes the EXP channel interesting is that it's an older guy.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many successful YouTube channels that post on a regular basis that have older gentlemen in them. So I'm impressed.
Well, because he works at the Royal Armouries here in the UK. So they have a lot of the guns, and he shows them off, and he's like, well, here's how certain things are different, or they've changed this detail of the gun, or whatnot. And like sometimes it's like basically 1-to-1. It's like, oh, that's cool seeing.
I love how because of how like SonicHaXD timed this screenshot, it's like Snake is doing a Rogaine commercial.
What are you trying to say, Dog?
Well, you just took like a screenshot of your hairline, which is better than mine, to be fair.
Wow.
But I think it's funny how it's like right at the top of your head.
Wow, Dog. Wow.
It's better than mine.
2025?
And big 2025.
That's your defense. That's your defense. It's like...
Well, I just thought it was funny. You did him kind of dirty. Like, if you took a screenshot of me at that exact pose, I say the exact same thing. I'd be like, wow, Sonic, really? Really, that screenshot?
Self-deprecating is one thing, but saying that to someone else, I mean, like, bruh.
By the way, just saying, Sonic... Look
at that. You're forcing him to wear the wig now.
Damn,
like,
he looks hot.
How dare you do this to Damn. You think him in the Loki hair is hot? Okay. Your god is suffering. Literally.
I knew that was going to come up. Damn you.
But yeah, so how's it been, everybody? What's going on? Snake released a couple videos, and I know Dog has been non-stop doing his I don't really know how to put it.
Grinding? Posting daily?
Is it daily? I thought it was like one. Oh, you are daily now? Wow.
Pretty much. I've been almost daily for the past like 3 months. Yeah. Every now and then I can't due to family stuff, but I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. And I am in that big 30 age. I'm 31 going on 32. So if I have to do like this podcast, chances are I'm not going to make a video on this same day. It's just too draining. It's very possible.
That's fair. That's fair. Thank you so much for sacrificing your time for our podcast. We really appreciate that.
You're goddamn right.
I
like how it's our podcast, but not mine. Also, it's fine. It's fine.
What I was gonna say was that I've noticed you have been doing a fuck ton of tier list videos recently. That's what I was a lot of them. It's like I try to mix it up a little bit, but there's just not a lot of news to talk about. And when it comes to analysis or throwback videos, I've done pretty much everything. I'm really hitting. I am happy with the success of my 2 new genres, though. I have 2 new series that I'm doing that are both doing pretty well, where I cover either one character in every single game, and I rank them based on how important they are in the story of that game. Those are doing okay. And then I have a video where I rank a boss character or some strong character against every Mortal Kombat character and see how it will go down, including guest characters, which is fun. So,
well,
okay.
You could do crossover stuff, like how many MK characters could beat Heihachi Mishima, for example.
Well, he kind of has done that. Like, he did the Kratos video, he did the Omni-Man video.
Yeah, but Snake's saying characters that never even appeared in the game. That's pretty smart. Like, how would Ryu do against the Mortal Kombat cast? Or like, how would Kazuya do against the Mortal Kombat cast?
Tekken is a really interesting one, because like Heihachi and Kazuya are supposedly bullshit in terms of power levels. So that
Tekken
would
is a
be
lot stronger than
interesting.
people realize. Yeah, Tekken characters to
Yeah.
even survive. I mean, we've joked about it before, but the fact that Crud, I'm brain farting on his name, Lars. The fact that Lars tanks a head beam blast from Kazuya is fucking nuts. Because we see that same blast destroy skyscrapers, and Lars just ate it and didn't die. That means that Lars is at least bulletproof. Which is funny because, I mean, he probably should be because we see Heihachi catch a bull with his teeth. So we know that, like, Tekken characters are bulletproof and also supersonic to react to that. So if you want to actually go full power scaling with it for fun, like, these characters are nuts. I've done the same thing with Mortal Kombat characters where I say, guys, I don't think people realize how strong they have to be to karate chop an anvil. Like, y'all don't seem to realize how fucking tough that shit is. Like, the amount of physical force required to destroy an anvil is nuts. And then, like, the diamond they break later on in the Test Your Might, they get thrown through ceilings and floors and don't die instantly. They're at least bulletproof. Every Mortal Kombat character should be at bare minimum bulletproof to survive this shit.
I think Ed Boon actually had an interview, and one of the questions was like, who can survive a bullet to the head? And Ed Boon is like, I mean, gameplay-wise, everyone. But if we want to talk about canonically speaking, I'd say only Raiden. But it's like, if you want to talk about, like, in the scene, like, everyone can technically survive a bullet to the head.
That was one of the dumbest things NetherRealm ever did, was acting like bullets are lethal. Even Baraka's bulletproof. That's stated in the comic books. And he's a jobber.
Died to gunshots in Kano. Yeah, okay.
And keep in mind, this is not like not uniquely a Mortal Kombat thing. Even in the DC universe, regular base humans are way more durable than humans on Earth. People have done like analysis on this, how humans in the DC universe survive shit that they should not be able to. They see things that they shouldn't be able to. In fact, just now I thought of a funny joke. So you know how have you all seen Invincible? You're all caught up?
Yeah.
TV show, not comic, but yes.
TV show. Oh shit. I was just trying to put a dual finger. I didn't mean to zoom in. Do you remember how
we don't see it.
Conquest grabbed Mark and was flying him across the ocean, and just before throwing him through a bunch of people, that one woman on the beach, she looks at him and makes eye contact before it happens? That should not be fucking possible. They're moving faster than the speed of sound. Like, there's no fucking way.
It's fiction.
It's very
No,
minor.
I'm not saying it's
like
unrealistic. I'm saying that means that woman, before she
effect.
died, had superhuman reaction time, and I find that fun. Like, she technically was superhuman and didn't know it, and now she's dead. But same with, like, DC. Like, Batman reacting to the Omega beams from Darkseid means that Batman is at least able to react to light speed nonsense, which you shouldn't be able to until you realize, wait, every human in DC is base level, like, supersonic if they train it. Because several characters in DC can do this. Like, from Black Canary to what's that one guy's name? He trained Black Canary. He's like Catman or like Black Cat or something.
Catman.
Yeah, Catman. He's badass. I like him. They're all supersonic, and they shouldn't be because they're regular people, but they are. Yeah.
Dog. Every time Batman is able to do bullshit, we gotta say, oh, it's the Tibetan monks. It's the Tibetan monks technique. Yes. Read my mind. You can't. Tibetan monks technique. It's like, I can dodge bullets. Why? Tibetan monks technique. I always like that as like an excuse for why Batman can do bullshit. It's really funny.
I prefer, why can Batman, like, dodge these bullets prep time?
Or because it's the goddamn Batman. That's also a meme
Prep
too.
time. Yes, because I'm Batman.
And now we have Absolute Batman, who, despite the name, he's actually the most nerfed version of Batman, aside from, like, his size, because he didn't get the Tibetan monk training, and he doesn't have billions of dollars.
His mom is still alive.
Yeah, he doesn't have billions of dollars either. So technically, he is the weakest Batman, and he's still doing outrageous feats of incredible nature.
He needs to go against, like, these, like, crazy abomination, like,
SCPs.
science fiction horror creatures. Yes. And
There's this great tweet I saw where it's like, absolute Superman. You know, he's inspiring people. He's like, oh, what a hero.
Chill.
Absolute Wonder Woman. You know, warrior woman. She's so powerful and she inspires people. Absolute Batman. Image of SpongeBob in the asylum, like,
Oh yeah, the Silent Hill like.
So there's someone I watch on YouTube who every time there's a new issue that comes out, he like will quote retweet the last time he talks about it and be like, "Here's the new character introduced in this issue." Then there's Alfred from the Dark Knight movies going, "It's the most terrifying thing I ever saw." And it's like Bane, Killer Croc, the Joker, and it's like every time it's like escalating levels of what the fuck are these horror movie villains that Batman's fighting?
Yeah, I remember there's like people saying like absolute Batman fans are like actively telling Batman to retire and be like, please, you have a loving mother still alive. Get out of there, dude.
You have no reason to fight these things.
We want you to be safe.
There's that one, and it's also like the bro Batman, you're broke. Why are you out here doing this? like you don't even have a life to spare.
Please.
Like there's no billionaire life to retire to. Why are you doing this?
It's funny. It's like the idea was to try and get away from the whole Batman's just a psycho billionaire who beats up poor people idea, and so they came up with multiple ideas of how to do that. Well, we'll make him poor. So if he beat up other poor people, it's not class warfare anymore. Or what if he fights monsters? And it's like, well, it'd be fine if it was a rich man fighting monsters. That'd be fine. It'd be fine as a poor man fighting. But now it's like, no, it's a poor man just beating the shit out of these monsters. And it's like, you didn't have to go that far, guys. But rein it in a bit.
I mean, I haven't read it, but isn't he the one getting beat up or something like that? It's like he's the underdog in these.
I haven't gotten far enough yet. I don't think until Bane did he start taking serious L's. But the problem is, not only is Bane cheating with how big he gets when he's on Venom, but even his base level is so big that there's like he's still like a 12-foot tall man even in his base form. And there's like there's that panel of him just kicking Batman in the face, and he's like a rag doll, and there's like a motion blur from getting kicked by regular Bane. So that's already like one-shotting him, and poor Batman's just being tormented by Bane. And then I think before that he was doing pretty good.
My takeaway from all this is that Absolute Batman is not set in a realistic world with humans. He's set in One Piece, where everyone's a weird freakazoid monster.
Well, yeah, and in case anyone watching doesn't know the plot of Absolute series, it's Darkseid's universe. This universe has been made by Darkseid. Yeah, so the joke is that because Darkseid got dog walked so hard by Batman in that one comic and like really embarrassed by a human, he's never let it go. And so in this new universe he's made, he's fucking with everybody, but he's especially fucking with Batman because he can't get over how embarrassed Batman made him in that one comic.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know anything about it, but the fact that people keep talking about it, it does seem like it's not bad. It seems like it's pretty successful, and just like interesting things are happening. It seems like, so at least there's that. You know, it's an interesting like scenario. But yeah, on the topic of like what you've been doing, Dog. Like I said, you've been doing a lot of tier list videos. They're very fun and interesting. If I had to, this is just me, just bringing this up because I'm your friend. I just want to talk about this. I personally would say like you have been using the same tier list format many times. It's just the Mortal Kombat characters. I wonder if you would ever thought about like ranking other Mortal Kombat aspects, whether it be like the stages or like the game like tier list and whatnot, because it does seem like currently you have been doing the character tier list a lot of times. I'm just wondering if that's
I want to do that for sure. That's a good idea. I also want to do it for other characters. I'm already working on the list of I did like ranking the most hated Mortal Kombat characters, and then I forgot to put in Devora, so that was funny. I want to do a ranking, which to be fair, that video still did great, and also ranking the hated Mortal Kombat costumes did well. I want to do that also for other fighting games, because Street Fighter is like perfect for that. Unfortunately, the people who make tier lists are not as committed to the Street Fighter franchise. There is no tier list that has every single Street Fighter costume. It doesn't exist. There is no tier list that has every Street Fighter character. It doesn't exist. I found one that comes close, but it's still missing like a few.
You know what that means?
In fairness, you would have to catalogue every Chun-Li costume for 5, and that is a tall order by itself. So I understand why this thing doesn't exist.
But also, what I was gonna say is that you can actually make it yourself. Oh, what?
You can
do the whole thing yourself? What the hell? Huh?
Well, I've done that before. I put my own thumbnails and stuff. Like I think the one that was the Hear Me Out was all my own. Images for the tier list because like all the ideas were so obscure. Right. You can't find a tier list that features Tarkatan second from left in Baraka's MK9 ending. I loved that one.
That is so funny. It's like, who? Oh, okay, I get it.
I bet Snake appreciated the
talk-
Lieutenant Mika Stone, because that's a deep cut.
No one said like Wind and Rain from the Malibu comics, who were Raiden's like 2 female assistants who only appeared in the Raiden and Kano miniseries for 3 issues.
Oh damn!
But, you know.
Yeah, it is
same
one of my
time.
favorite things to do. It's like when I made my Mortal Kombat 11. Actually, I made like 3 of these, like story strength tier list. And, I did one with Snake with the animated movies. It's like how strong these characters are. One of my favorite things is to just like whenever I'm ranking the characters, I just use like a PNG file of like the funniest like out of context like face screenshot I have of the character and use that on the tier list. Those are really fun to find for them. I will see if I can find a screenshot of it, but it's always really fun to make those things. It's been some fun content that I've been seeing from Dawg recently. It's all good stuff. There is a reason I thought it'd be better to start with Dawg, because Snake actually did make a video related to Dawg, so I thought that was a bit of an interesting connecting point.
In a way, I kind of did a second one that I've not actually edited or anything. It was an unscripted one, because I found out about this new feature that YouTube has, where on your content page, next to videos, you have inspiration, and if you go on that, an AI will make suggestions for video topics.
Yeah, I've seen that. I just never want to use that, but I have seen it. Those are
because
interesting.
I checked that out, and I was saying about how there is potential with this idea that for someone who uploads daily, I didn't say it, but I was obviously thinking of Dawg. For someone who uploads daily and starts to run out of ideas,
you didn't say it.
You could come here and go, and it'd be like, based on things people have watched, and some of it's just absolute nonsense. Some of it's just absolute bullshit. Where it's like,
this is good.
Who would make this video? This is stuff like I would make, but it's just a neat idea with some fine tuning. It could be really useful. You could give it a go. I mean, that alone could be a video. Go, I'm running out of video topics, so I'm going to let YouTube's AI decide for me. and then you look through it, and it's like, oh, that's a good idea. I could make that. What? I don't make that kind of video. That's a SonicHaXD topic if I ever saw one. Stuff like that. That could be just like a fun one-off video. So remember, guys.
Funny.
So guys, if Dawg puts out a video like that within the next like week or so, it's because of me. Give me credit.
That honestly sounds like a banger idea, Dawg.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's a good idea. Who is
this
character?
was the tier list video I made from MK11, and I screenshotted like every character's like funny faces in the story mode, or just something funny, basically. It's pretty fun.
I like the angry kiss for Katana. I love how both errands are completely covered up, and it's basically the same expression.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. I actually still have these JPEGs because some people have asked me, like, can I have this as a profile picture? Sure, and I'll just send it to them. Oh yeah, I see the Katana one.
I can tell what the Shang Tsung one would be for M1K, where he's going.
Oh yeah, or it could be this one. On the pyramid.
Yeah. Shang Tsung, you can make a full tier list of just that. He is so zesty. It's amazing.
True. Oh my gosh, Snake, you just reminded me, because I've had fans ask me, like, when are you gonna make the powerful tier list, like for story mode, the strongest characters tier list for Mortal Kombat 1? And I'm like, it's like, do you have any idea how much I'm gonna lose my mind making that video? Like how many things I have to like connect and stuff like that.
I mean, didn't you do like a little rant basically about that in one of the more recent episodes, where you just like, this character beats this character, oh, was it in like an MK11 one?
I did. It was about when Melina defeated Dark Syndos. I'm like, Lee May beat it up Melina, and then it's like, do. So that means like Sheldon Monk's like no powers Raiden can beat Fire God Liu Kang.
Yeah.
It's like, if we connect all these dots together.
Oh, dude,
it's
very fun.
The ultimate climax of the power scaling issue is like, at a certain point, it's like it's just untenable. It doesn't work. At a certain point, you're going to find an absurd matchup that, logically speaking, based on how certain matchups go, this character should be able to ruffle stomp this other character, even though clearly that's not the case. Yeah.
Honestly, maybe I should make that video right now, because my next video is not happening by the end of this month, and I'm not uploading anything, and I could spend about less than a week to make that video. Honestly, maybe it'd be kind of fun to do that.
You can't do it right now. We're doing the podcast.
Yeah, you're right. Obviously, my bad, my bad, Snake. You're making a good point.
Delay the video, Mr. Sonic. You can't do it yet.
This episode is done. I don't really know if I want to like. What is this thing you sent here, dog?
Oh, someone like posted like Mortal Kombat characters that are really obscure. They're either from the comic books or they're from Conquest, and one of them is quite a looker. I'm not gonna lie. Omegas from the Conquest series, like they have her dressed like an actual Mortal Kombat woman. Like she's wearing stripper outfits and she's looking kind of fine. I'm not gonna lie, she's looking kind of fine.
Interesting.
And apparently she's Shang Tsung's wife, like Shang Tsung's original wife in the series, and she's an immortal god. Yeah.
Yeah, because he made her immortal, I think. Is the thing, if I recall correctly, and then like she like hates him for it, if I recall correctly. Oh yeah, Anyos. I love Anyos from the Malibu comics. It's literally just a Sonya lookalike who just exists in Outworld. Just by chance, she looks exactly like Sonya and has her name backwards, and they have a
mirror match. That's so
silly.
Mortal Kombat. That's so fucking MK. Like,
yeah, I want to make a video about this for
like
sure
Sonya
because there's some really funny ideas.
Yeah. Maybe this will inspire you to watch Conquest now. Ooh.
Yeah. Number 7 is Wind and Rain.
Yeah, I saw.
That's
why I was searching that first, then this came up. I will say Wind and Rain, their face details have too much going on. Like that
it's quite interesting, I suppose.
I don't mind it to an extent, but there's just too many. It looks like from a distance they have herpes or something. They gotta calm down those red dots.
That was one of the issues with specifically the Raiden and Kano miniseries. The art for it was very like, you know when you get those really exaggerated 90s comics where there's like muscle on top of muscle on top of muscle. It was very much that. I mean, it was made in the 90s, of course. So but a lot of the other ones are more. They're more reserved. They didn't go that insane with it. Like sometimes it's just ridiculous how in depth with the detail they go with the muscles, and the faces look terrible a lot of the time. Unfortunately, with these issues.
So Snake, I have a question about the comics because I guess there's 4, right? Technically speaking, there's like the first tournament before the prequel to the tournament. Is that which one? And then there's the other one. Then there's the MKX one, and I guess Onslaught recently. What do you call those again? Like,
well, there's the prequel comics that they did for 1, 2, and 4, and Deception technically had one, but it was even more limited print. There's and Onslaught had one too. Yeah. And MKX, of course, had its own series. That was its own thing. Yeah. The Malibu comics are their own separate universe.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So all the ones by Malibu, Blood and Thunder, Raiden and Kano, Goro, Prince of Pain, Battle Wave, US Special Forces, and then the one-shots for Baraka, Kitana and Melina, and off the top of my head I forget who the other one-shot was. Kung Lao. And like all of these are their own universe.
Yeah, honestly, whenever you bring up the comics, or actually in terms of the entire like franchise right now, the one thing that I'm most interested in terms of obscure but also interesting like stuff that happens in MK is the Malibu comics. Because I'm just like, every time you bring them up, I'm like, what happened in there? What's this character? What the fuck is going on here? It's always very interesting in my opinion. That's, I'm quite interested, maybe someday to check that out.
I could do a video about it, I mean, if there's enough interest for it, because this is one of the things where you see if you go back to like old Mario cartoons and comics, or Sonic, or Zelda, Metroid. When it's early in the franchise's life, they have to take a lot of liberty. They have to make stuff up to kind of flesh things out. Whereas you look at the newer stuff, it tends to be a lot more standardized. Like obviously, some will do their own thing. Like the Sonic movies do their own thing a lot. But you look at stuff like Sonic Prime or even Sonic Boom to an extent. The way the characters are set up, the characters and the personalities are kind of set in stone. They'll do their own things. Like Knuckles would be dumber for a more comedic thing, but the characters are kind of set. Whereas you go back to the older stuff, and it's like Sonic in the UK comics was a fucking dick. Like it's quite funny. He's borderline abusive to Tails at times. It's very funny. Fuck.
You heard that? You heard that, didn't you? I said it so quietly, and you still heard that.
We've all been called out for it this time. But yeah, so because it was so early, like MK2 was the latest one. There wasn't a lot there, so they had to make stuff up. That's why you get like this. Like they tackled the concept of order and chaos gods in the Goro Prince of Pain comic. Over a decade before Deception came out, and then they had all these original characters in the Special Forces issue. I think that was the first depiction of Jared in those comics. Noob Saibot. What was Noob Saibot in MK2? This was long before Deception said he was Bihan, so he's just his own character who's just running around in Outworld in the Baraka issue.
Interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, like that's what I mean. It's like it's something that's so obscure, nobody really knows what happens in there, but a lot happens in there. So yeah, I honestly, it's one of those things where it's just like that's the one mystery of MK that's like has so much there that I don't know anything about that I'm actually kind of interested in.
Yeah, guys, let me know if you're interested in a video on the Malibu comics. I could probably do one. I don't know how exactly I would format it. I'd probably just kind of give like a general overview of the plot and what the comics are, because it basically split into 2 seasons, as it were. You have a 6-issue miniseries, Tournament Edition at the end as the climax, which is a bit longer, and then there'll be a 3-issue miniseries that runs parallel. So you have Blood and Thunder 1 to 6, then Tournament Edition, and during these 6 issues, the Goro Prince of Pain 3 issues take place. And then sometimes you'll have, like with season 2, the one-shots are also occurring during this. And so, I mean, I have considered doing a line through time on it, because these weren't all released in chronological order. Like, the last one to come out was the Baraka one, I think, or the Kung Lao one, which are clearly set during the MK2 section. And there also are some really fun characters in there, like, after the tournament, Johnny Cage hires this black guy named Bo to be Liu Kang's bodyguard, and he's one of the best characters. He's so fun.
You mentioned that before. That sounds like a very fun character. Just be like, I don't care if you're the champion of Earth Road. You need a bodyguard. It just sounds so Johnny Cage. But yeah, Snake has been uploading some stuff recently. He recently uploaded the voice cast of Marvel Rivals, which is always really fun to watch.
50k views. Jeez.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
50k? Oh,
yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. So last month I did the MGS5, The Phantom Pain, Wasted Potential, which had been sat on for like 7 years, but figured for the 10th anniversary, I had to dust it off and get it out there. Then I did a green screen read. Then I did a green screen recording of predicting how NRS will ruin 3D era costumes. I wrote that.
Oh yeah.
A couple of years. I started that a couple of years ago, and it's like, well, they're not going to ruin any more 3D costumes in this game, are they? The game's dead.
Yep, like bye.
Then I did one that I was talking about. Did Shao Kahn beat Onaga in MK Armageddon in response to some of the things that went down in one of Dog's videos?
Yep.
And that's
would
what
you like to
Sonic
get more
talked about
context?
before.
Yeah, would you like to get more
Dog.
context about that video specifically?
Go on, Dog. You can do it.
Me?
Is he
Sure.
there?
Yeah, so I made a video. Yeah, I made a video about who could defeat Shao Kahn, or who could defeat Onaga, I think, too. One of those 2 videos, and people were saying,
It
like...
was Shao Kahn for... Wait.
I think it was Shao Kahn, yeah, because I was pointing out how
right?
Onaga, like, clapped Shao Kahn instantly. And people were saying, like,
Yeah.
no, because the start of MK9 proves that he won that fight and came all the way back. And I thought that was so funny, because I know damn well the Fourth Snake has made a video roasting NetherRealm for that, I think in his MK9 critique, when he brings up, does NetherRealm expect us to believe that Shao Kahn was carried all the way over there, somehow beat Onaga off screen, then made it all the way back to either defeat Blaze or like somehow still get the power of Blaze from somebody else? Like, how would that even be feasible? To which the answer is NetherRealm just ignored it and pretended that didn't happen, because they knew most casual viewers or gamers would also just ignore it and be like, oh, okay, here's Shao Kahn versus Raiden, you know? Yeah.
It is one of those things that's like... Yeah, even... I've made 2 videos, like... having a little... Actually, Snake, you had that little animated section. I had the same thing, too. I talked about it in my Mortal Kombat 11 Kodokan video. I'm like... I made a little animation of Shao Kahn being able to do that shit. And then also, I made it when I was doing my MK9 video. Remember in the intro? I did a little animated section be like... So, Onaga dragged them away. And then, I don't know, in the fucking middle of the air, Shao Kahn beat the shit out of Onaga. And then teleports back and climbs the pyramid and wins somehow.
I just thought... I mean, because the thing is, that bit of like the Shao Kahn sprite walking, like that's from the MK9 critique. I just pulled that right from there and just used it here.
I see.
So if anyone's is familiar with that clip, they might go, the Leonardo bit. But I just realised it could also have been really funny if I'd gotten Sonic to make a Source Filmmaker clip of him doing the Linkara run, like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like Shao Kahn doing that.
That'd be funny. I will say, like, I don't have a Shao Kahn mod though. Or maybe I could. I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure I could find
You
that.
have the nude one.
I have. Let's not bring that up. I have General Shao, is what you mean to say, and I do, yes, but I don't have Shao Kahn, so I don't know if that would be work
there
for
in
you.
the freaking Yamcha pose. It's goated.
I love the idea of he's running, and it's like you can see like his crotch area, and like it's just like a black bar moving back and forth.
Stuff like that. But yeah, I would say that specific video did like spark, I don't want to say controversies, but there was a lot of people in the comments that are like arguing and also giving out a lot of interesting points, because I think Dog did say a lot of make some interesting points about that video, because things like Katana shouldn't be that strong. It's like it's just bullshit what they did at NRS, and that's why you rank him pretty low. And that started some debates of people in the comments being like, but she did defeat him and stuff like that.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
That video was interesting from a topical point, but I think Snake has always had the idea to talk about this topic, and so he kind of was like, kind of defend Dog, but also I've already planned to make this video before, and so he made that video.
I was just thinking, like, a good example of how power scaling of like this character beats this character in a fight, therefore they trump them, doesn't work, because Katana beats Shao Kahn in MK11, right? And like Sindel beats Katana, so Sindel is better than Shao Kahn.
Yes.
Like so
theoretically.
Which like the whole point of the duo is that she's the brains and he's the brawn, but I guess she doesn't need him at all. It's very silly.
Yeah. Plus, you also have the fact that MK2 and 3 wouldn't even exist if Shao Kahn could be beaten by Sindel, because I think most people would argue, yes, Sindel is stronger than Katana. Like, she just has too much nonsense going for her.
I mean, there are two different scenes where Sindel takes down a load of characters, including Katana.
Yes. My favorite example of the power scaling not making sense and like the story mode not mattering in terms of who wins and loses is that Smoke defeats Katana in his chapter. Then soon after, Katana defeats Smoke and Johnny, tagging up against her. she beats both, and it's like, what? What?
In the same location.
Yeah.
That's right. It's the same dead beach. I need to calm myself, Jade. I'm gonna go to this beach with a bunch of dead bodies. Leave me alone. What's it called? Also, I think it's Mortal Kombat is full of these like bullshit. That's why I think it's really fun to make like the video I talked about a Mortal Kombat 11 like power scaling video, because it's just like it's so stupid. But that's like, how else do you explain it? It's laid bare like that. Shao Kahn beats Liu Kang. In Aftermath, he freaking wins against him.
Yeah.
Okay. What does that mean for the last 20 years of this franchise?
Yeah.
That's why it's really funny, in my opinion, to actually like build the theoretical tier list, and that's why it's like my head is gonna spin so hard when I make that Mortal Kombat 1 video.
I almost wish M1K did get its big second expansion, because it presumably would have been about Shao and his like rising up with his army and whatnot, and all the Outworld guys. He would have surely gotten a chapter where he kicks a bunch of people's asses, and then just they're like, didn't he lose to Reptile? How is he so strong now? What's going on?
He's supposed to be the strongest thing Outworld has to offer in the tournament, right? He's won generational wars and all this shit. Oh, he lost to Kuai Liang. He lost to the Queen.
Yep.
I mean, the reason I picked Reptile specifically is because she's a fucking twink. Like, he's basically like, oh yeah, the big bad buff super dude general of Outworlds loses to what's bordering on a fucking femboy. Come on.
We are now reducing. How are we going from normal sized person to twink to femboy? Like, what the heck? And to be fair, he can turn into a beast that's bigger than General Shao.
Here's the funny thing, though, right? Is that the only reason we can even call Reptile a twink is because everyone else is so overly buff. But Reptile's body in MK1 has levels of muscle that 99% of men could never reach, like through natural means. Like Reptile's still a brick shithouse. It's just that compared to Shao Kahn, like, he looks tiny.
Yeah, of course.
But he is buff. I would see his arms. He's big.
I would rather say the fact that like use Reptile to be able to defeat Shao is the fact that Reptile throughout the series before Mortal Kombat 1 has like never won a fight, and like then he wins against General Shao. Like that part is more embarrassing. It's like oof, the nerf hits hard.
What's the first fight of Reptile's chapter?
Lee May. Lee May and
Lee May,
Reiko.
Lee May is the first person to ever lose to Reptile, and then we're supposed to believe that she can take down like crazed Melina and also Katana and Tanya.
Tanya.
And it's like, really, she can take all them down, like, but she can't even beat. She's the first person to ever lose to Reptile. This guy who has never won a fight in fucking 11 prior games. And he's in almost all of them. And he just, of course, fucking stomps her.
Melina's the most ridiculous one because Melina defeats Dark Raiden, who you know isn't holding back, and she also defeats like Evil Sindel that stomped everybody.
Yep.
It's still my headcanon that Liu Kang's just laying there because he wants Melina to have her moment. That's still my headcanon.
Oh, if that's your headcanon, that means he let Sindel die.
Yes, I wanted that to actually be a plot point. I wanted that to come up at some point and be like soap opera level drama.
That is the same exact complaint I made about the 2021 movie when Raiden like teleports Ko Young back to show off to like Shang Tsung. Hey, you activated his Arcana, great job, guys. And then it's like, okay, now that I showed Ko Young off, Kung Lao had to save Ko Young, which made Kung Lao's soul get sucked. So Raiden like deliberately got Kung Lao killed. It's like, really? Is that
the closest Reptile got to winning fights were in Deadly Alliance when he attacked Cyrax and disabled his communication device.
Fair, that's a win.
I think he scattered away, so it wasn't like an actual like proper fight he won. Then in NKX, he almost blinds
Takeda?
Yeah, in an ambush, but then loses to an actual fight to Jackie. And he's doing pretty well against Takeda with his stealth moves until he stops doing them, and then he loses.
Wasn't it a cutscene fight, so you can like QTE, so you can fail those, right?
Yeah, but even then, it still leads into like a proper gameplay fight, and then Takeda just fucking raffle stomps him. So, yeah, it's like Reptile is very even the films and stuff and that like maybe he may have won a fight against like some minor original character in Conquest because he was around in a bunch of episodes for that, but even then I don't think he did.
Look, this is why
Lee May was his first fucking victory. Holy shit.
Look, this is why no matter how Reptile is written in this newest game, like Reptile fans just appreciate it because he won. That's it. The fact that he actually gets some wins in the story mode is just like Reptile fans getting crumbs. Oh my gosh! Oh yes, finally after 30 years.
And the Baraka fans are next to him like, yeah.
That's true. Baraka hasn't been taking that many
because the Reptile
W's
fans, the Reptile fans are doing the exact same thing when it's like, we see it in you. We see it in your video where it's like, Baraka chapter.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Baraka getting love. What the hell?
You'll never find two types of people who love each other more than the Reptile fans and the Baraka fans because they empathize with each other so deeply and they're like, yo, your boy did it. Yeah.
You did it, guys. Yeah, that's why I have that one commission of like Reptile and Baraka hanging out together. Hang on. Yes. I use that so often in my videos. It's like such a useful one. You know what? That was commissioned back in 2021, and the fact that it's relevant in M1K, you know what I mean?
You know what?
Oda level foreshadowing.
For the complete version of the Suck series, it might be time to get an update.
Maybe I can render a 3D version of this.
Oh yeah, you probably could actually.
That could be pretty funny, actually. Yes, maybe I could do that. Yeah, I'll think about it.
Recreate a bunch of the old memes using the M1K models.
Oh, I'll think about that. That does sound pretty fun.
Just don't do the Scorpion Sub-Zero pegging one because that doesn't work in this time.
Yeah. Let's get this out. Anyways, so great content you guys been making recently.
Thanks.
I never talked about my Liu Kang video, funny enough, ever since I released it. But yeah, that was fun.
So, Dog, what are you working on right now?
Bruh. I'm actually working on stuff right now. I'm getting t-shirt ideas.
I saw your fighting game t-shirt one. Yes. Anyways, yes, thanks. But yeah, like that video, it originally was supposed to be a lot shorter, and like it was literally gonna be like the calm before the storm. So it's like this video, I wouldn't put too much effort into it because all my effort is going to be put into the chapter 15 video. However, I then thought up some more funny things to talk about. For example, I basically talk about how the cameo system overall in the story mode doesn't really work from a story narrative because it's like, oh, you're playing as Kenshi, okay? And who's your cameo fighter? It doesn't matter. Oh, but Johnny Cage was your cameo fighter. Shouldn't that mean who cares? Because the main character you're playing as is going to take the main focus no matter what. So it kind of downplays whoever your cameo fighters are. That was all what I was going to mention in like my ideas. But then I was like, what about the what's up?
You've had a great running gag of like the character unconscious in the car, and then they get back up when it's time to fight.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's
Scorpion
so
has.
good.
I love that. Yeah, Scorpion when Sindel has to press like R1 or something. It's like kind of fake fades and whatnot. But yeah, actually, the fact that I complain about like, okay, so on the villain side, the cameos don't work because it's like, I'm fighting Reptile and Baraka. No, you're just fighting Baraka. Reptile is the cameo fighter and he barely shows up, so it's like, do I really fight that character? I don't really feel that way, so I complain about that. Then I complain about the cameo fighters in general. That was all added in, so it's like that was not originally in the video idea. And then the biggest effort I put in that video was the kissing animation, which I appreciate a lot of people liking that one. That was I planned that for a very long time because like the joke is either he kisses Shang Tsung or he gets the kiss of death from Katana, but I haven't seen someone do the obvious Spider-Man meme, so I was like, let's go with that one. My favorite part about that was the I had to look up the in-game like songs because there's a whole playlist of like the story mode music that happens, so it's like I actually found the exact like kissing like violin like song when they're kissing just to like put it there with my voice acting, and then put like another Mortal Kombat 1 story mode like dramatic ding sound when it reveals to be Shang Tsung. That's all in game like story mode music there to like make the dramatic effects. So it was a bit more funny there.
Nice.
But yeah, I wasn't putting that much effort into the video at first, but then eventually I got it to a 20-minute mark and I was like, yeah, this is actually, I appreciate it more than I expected. Now I would like to update you guys a bit on this next video. So I have spent the entirety of last month, basically around middle of September or something, non-stop writing the script for chapter 15. Some of my fans have asked me, like, it's probably not going to be a long video, right? If you're just covering the pyramid section of the video. Well, first off, that pyramid section of the video. Oh gosh, do not fuck up. I don't want to touch my wire because this camera might like be messed up, and I don't want to like mess it up. But to mention here, I've been writing for the last like long time, just to talk about that pyramid section. Yes, let's see, chapter 15, Armageddon. If we look at the amount of pages I've written for the pyramid section, and by the way, just for context, my Liu Kang video is about 6 pages, but the fact that it's 20 minutes is about 8 pages. Just the pyramid section of my video is about 12 pages. Just for that section. Now you might be wondering, okay, well, isn't that the end of chapter 15? Well, we've got the actual ending part, the after credits, and then that's it. That's the end of Mortal Kombat 1. But I want to conclude everything about Mortal Kombat 1, so I also have a whole segment talking about every single arcade ending. So I go through all that and like what might be story relevant in the future, and I do some spoofs. For example, I thought this was very funny, and I want to ask your opinions about this. In Li Mei's ending, she gets promoted to become something known as an Imperial Police, and remember, she's all like, I'm bored, so I'm gonna go back to being a first constable, right? So the Imperial Police is also known as the Outworld Internal Security. The reason she's bored is because she says it's like she's not a good bureaucrat. She's not really good at politics. Like, she specifically says that. So it's like the internal security of Outworld is politicians. Am I getting this? Am I getting this clear? Is that what's going on here and stuff? Does that make sense?
Like, surely the because remember, she's the first constable in Sundo, which here is the capital. It's not just a shitty little village like it was originally in the old timelines. Here it's like the capital. So it's like, surely if she's head of one of the top cops there, that means she's still one of the top cops in Outworld because it's in the capital. So, if she's the top cop for the specific high thing, what's changed? And also, aren't the Umgadi kind of that? Doesn't that mean she should be with the Umgadi again? But also,
I was thinking like in chapter 10 and 11 when the castle was being sieged when the Umgadi showed up, I'm like, where the fuck is the Outworld internal security? It's like, oh, I'm sorry. They're politicians. They can't fight, right? Or something.
And also, I just realized it's kind of funny. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm being like a high-ranking security official for the royal family," and it's like, "But I don't like this. I'm leaving." It's like, "But isn't this your chance for redemption to make up for where you failed last time? Why are you leaving this?"
Oh,
what do you?
Here's the thing, by the way. She doesn't need redemption. She doesn't need redemption anymore. She is 100% completely fucking forgiven by the time it's her ending, because of Tanya's ending. Because what's that? The truth has been revealed. The Matrion Superior, is that what it's called? They're the ones behind everything bad. They're the ones that caused King Jared's death. How? Shh. What's the Matrion Superior? Do you know what they are, by the way? The Matrion Superior, is that what they're called? Fucking me, I forgot.
No idea.
It's like, oh shit, I didn't mean to send that. But yeah, it's like, they reference that intro dialogues too, by the way. They're like, oh, thank goodness you took down the Matron Superior. I'm gonna make sure I get this right. The the Matron Superior, who are, by the way, the quote-unquote leaders of the Umgadi. I'm like, bro, what do you mean the leaders of the Umgadi? Isn't Tanya the leader? No, there's a higher up. Okay, and now Tanya is the Matron Superior. Yay! So it's all been solved. Li Mei's crimes are finally all completely forgiven. Water under the bridge. Like, okay.
Dang it! Even more shit, woke nonsense in my Mortal Kombat. Damn it!
What the fuck? Well, okay, but
I wonder how much of this stuff would have actually been addressed in an out. We can all agree that clearly the second expansion was going to be about the Outworld stuff. Because those characters had so little presence here. Yeah. Like, clearly that's the obvious direction to go for. What we focus on next. Oh, General Shao, we even mentioned him here. Clearly that's the next thing. So
I think clearly a lot got cut out. Like, there was too much that got cut out, so that's why they had to shove all this shit into the intro dialogue and the arcade endings. I think that's something that is, like, way too obvious. Like, we were talking about Reptile X Astra, not a single scene in story mode. And it's like, that had to have been there, right? That's how I feel too.
I don't know. I feel like it could also be a case of they're just kind of like throwing out feelers to see what fans latch onto. Then they can go, oh well, the fans want to see more of this, so we can focus on that, because it's quite evident that NetherRealm has no idea what the fans actually want. Like, I'm not saying that to be disparaging. I mean, like, it really does seem like
they really don't.
Because they keep doing all these weird things like the multiverse stuff and whatnot, and they go in these weird directions with the characters, and then they'll do something, and then fans will go, well, what about normal Sub-Zero? I don't want Sub-Zero, I want normal one. So we'll just back away from that, and then so it feels like they're using the intros as a way to get a feel for what the fans like. Oh, Reptile Ashra, people like that. Let's add a few more intros about that. We can focus on that in the next game. Okay, what about this, and this? That's kind of the vibe I get from it.
Interesting. Okay.
So it may not be a case of things being cut. I mean, at a certain point, I'm sure it was. But
the thing is,
because clearly they had big plans for this game. They were going to do all these multiple expansions, and like, I'd love to see one MK game get multiple expansions just to see what that would look like. But
yeah, I agree with the fact that they're probably also gauging to see how do fans feel when the word Kaiten was mentioned, because Devora, Kaiten in one of these intro dialogues. But at the same time, some of these intro dialogues are like connected. It's like, you wouldn't have known that because it's like, Baraka is something known as a tribune or something like that, but multiple characters call him that. They never call him that in the story mode. Countess Jade is brought up. Maybe that is more of a reference, but then sometimes it's like, Madame Bo being a former Lin Kuei, Sector's mom, like Madame Bo's specialty, like that's more of a joke, but that's all in the intro dialogue. But like, that's completely absent in the story mode. Like, I feel like that would have been like a little like thing you could put in a bio, or maybe a little bit of a reference, but you wouldn't know that if it wasn't for the intro dialogue. So I think that stuff did get cut out, in my opinion. The reason I brought the Imperial Police, by the way, because I'm asking about your opinions of like how you feel about these characters, and it's like, so I make a joke being like, okay, so maybe Li Mei wasn't into that because it's just much more politician related, or like politics, and she's not good with that stuff. She's just better at being a police officer, so that's why she went back to being first constable. In Shang Tsung's ending, do you remember who's chasing him?
I assume that
May?
this will just take place after she returns to being first constable or whatever.
In Shang Tsung's ending, you see Li Mei chasing Shang Tsung with a new outfit and a sword, and Shang Tsung specifically says the Imperial Police are after me. So it's like, so are the Imperial Police also like the guards of the Lei Qing prison? What? So, are they the guards, and then they're also into politics? And with he specifically says the Imperial Police coming after me, and you see Li Mei like looking for Shang Tsung in the forest and that with a new outfit, which I presume is the Imperial Police outfit and stuff like that. So this is where I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. And the weird part
that's the
too
kind of
is that
shit
it's
that
supposed to be canon, right? All the MK1 endings, for the most part, with the exception of guest characters, they were supposed to be canon, I think. So
yes,
this just makes it even more confusing.
Yeah, that's why I will. I'm going to go in depth with these arcade endings. I'm going to make fun of some of these too, because there's a lot of funny things. I'm going to talk about the arcade endings. I'm going to talk about my final. Welcome to the Double ID Interesting Intro Dialogues, my final one I'm doing, because I'm going to talk about all the things that they set up for future events, or maybe just some funny things. I'm going to then also talk about Invasions mode, because some of those things, despite me thinking they're not canon, they're still things that reference current event things that I still think are worth bringing up. And I'm going to just speedrun and be like, okay, here's some funny things, here's my favorite ones, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to do a short section about Floyd, and then I'm going to do my final breakdown for Liu Kang's character. And then I'm going to have a final review of, like, the story mode of this entire game.
Nice.
I am not done with my script yet, by the way. Do you want to know how many pages?
17.
I told you just then the Liu Kang video was about 6 pages, and I extended to 8 pages. And I told you just in the pyramid section was about, like, 11. I'm not done with this, by the way. I'm going to review Liu Kang in this video. I mean, in my video, and I haven't started that part of the script. It's currently 26.
It might be advisable to make chapter 15 a separate video from the post game stuff.
I don't know, because like I just feel like chapter 15, the video,
chapter 15
would garner
Burger King foot lettuce
would garner more views than chapter 15 and then arcade endings. You know what I mean? That's why I want to always, and also if it's a longer video, people would enjoy that. I was thinking this video is going to be 40 minutes at max. At this point, I think my script is longer than the Shaolin Monks video I made last year, which was an hour.
Yeah, I mean, so I've heard that long form videos, as long as people keep watching, actually do the best. So if you want to do that, go for it. But I think Snake's advice also could work. If you decide to split it into two, it would also work. Just depends on what you want to do.
I definitely know that my audience members like it when I upload longer form videos, especially with my views. Like, I've noticed
also,
that.
Quick question
so all
to
I'm
everybody.
going to say, I'm not even done writing this yet. It could be, like, more than an hour for sure, I feel like. And you remember that Squid Game meme of, like, I'm so fucking scared image? That's how I feel right now. And I'm not even done writing this script yet, so, but it's going to be big.
Sonic, if you do split it into two, you know what that means? It means that the second video, so the first one is just, chapter 15, some funny faces, thumbnail, whatever. This one will be funny faces from the endings and from Invasions. So you get the Li Mei and reptiles, and a bunch of other funny faces. Just like really funny faces. And that's the thumbnail. And you can have reptile front and center, like, shocking moments. There's like, it's a reptile episode. Ooh.
True. I already have an idea for my chapter 15 thumbnail. I don't know if it's going to be great or not, but basically, I have noticed, like, there are characters who will all have, like, the same expressions in the pyramid climb, and some of them are extremely funny, and because they're also real-time cutscenes, that means I can just close up to the face. Excellent. Do the pogging. Every character, when they're going against Test Your Might, they'll have the biggest, like, like face whatever. Everybody does it, so it's really funny. I'm like, thumbnail image right there. So yeah, all I've got to say is be patient. I might actually upload that tier list video now that we are talking about it here, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this the earliest, probably late November, I feel like. So like, but I am gonna just commit to working on this. And you know the funny thing is, by the way, just these past couple of days, I was hoping to finish the script by the time we record this podcast. But you know what happened? Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. And let's just say I've you know, a couple hours in that game. You know, I may or may not am a bit addicted to that.
Guys,
35 fucking hours. What the hell?
Guys, for context, this guy has decided, you know what? I'm not playing Fortnite with the Fortnite crew. I'm going to play Sonic Racing instead. That's how addicted he is now.
I have played some. Okay, I've been playing that game a lot. I'm having a lot of fun with that game. Have you guys played that game, by the way? Because I know Snake, you said you were kind of interested in that game.
I intended to get the demo, but never did get around to it.
Yeah, I will say this: the game is extremely fun. However, there's something that people don't really explain clearly enough to casual players. This game is brutal. I mean that in like, this game is difficult, and it's like, it does not hold your hand. If you can, obviously, you know, funny items, you know, racing tracks. If you're trying to get first place, any tiny mistake you make is brutal. You cut the grass with some of your cars. I'm like first place. Oh, I just cut the grass. I'm 8th now. It is like, you better not fuck up, because like the game punishes you pretty harshly, and that fact, I'm like, it's because of that, I feel like it's quite competitive in some aspects. Also, I sent this to you guys before, but like, I have been doing some time trials recently, trying to like get world records and stuff. That I've been losing my mind in this shit recently, and it's like, it's been consuming my life. Yesterday I did nothing but time trial all day, basically. And I'm currently a number 8 in the world right now.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna reply, hell yeah.
And like, I haven't been able to improve my time for the last like 5 hours of nonstop like trying, so I might give up. But I will say, I've been
look at that
consumed.
Look at that top 4. That top 4 is, it's like a fucking an Evo top 8 right here. Knuckles.
Yep. Knuckles is apparently like really good on this. There's also another reason, because like, playing Vector or any character who's too big actually covers your screen too much. So might as well pick a character who's smaller and has like the same stats. That's why Knuckles is being played here, because he has the best boost stats. But it's the same as Vector. That's what I'm playing Vector, because Scaly, Lamau. I'm repping Vec here. Okay, now, come on. Vector doesn't have enough world records.
Look, Vector is a character I can relate to, because he has a thing for Cream's mother. He's into MILFs. I get it, bro. I get it. Come on, like fist bump Vector. Hell yeah,
wow,
brother.
I love his interactions with Cream. It's so funny.
Yeah, she's like, you know, if you let me win, I'll tell my mother you're a good
being
boy.
very nice.
And he's like, I love that.
Vector is like, oh man, you can't pull it on me right now, dude. What the hell? Honestly,
you know what's funny about Cream? Do you know who plays her
in the newest game? I'm not actually too sure. Wait, hey, you're pointing a little far here. Ah.
Yeah, it's Michelle Roth, the voice of Kawakami. She plays Cream.
Persona. Nice. Patrick Size plays Zevok. So I just hear them being like, oh, that's Dio, that's Scorpion right there. And like, I am not a huge fan of the Deadly Six. However, I will say they're rival analogs this time.
Sonic, the reason you're not a big fan of the Deadly Six is because there's no such thing as a big fan of the Deadly Six. Literally no one on this planet gives a single solitary fuck about any of them, other than the girl one for porn reasons. No one cares about any of the rest of them. Sega doesn't understand.
Yeah, it's so funny to me how they just constantly keep using these characters. It's like every Olympics game, the last Team Sonic racing game, it's just Zavok.
Forces had one in it.
Yeah,
and they gave him a boss fight.
Like, villain.
Like Shadow, like the fake Shadow doesn't have a boss fight in Forces. Fake Zavok does.
Chaos! No Chaos. Oh, that's right. No Chaos in Shadow boss fight. That's right.
Like, the ones you most want to fight, no. Zavok, he gets a dedicated boss fight. Why?
It's very funny. It's like, I feel like it's like these last villains. It's like Zavok is like nobody really likes his character, constantly being used for some reason. Infinite, nobody likes his character, but like, does he have potential? Maybe no, forever gone. We're never gonna use this character forever again. Sage, finally they nailed a character that people like, and they're using her. Okay, cool. At least third time's a charm, as we say, right?
It'd be so funny if the reason they did because remember they changed the ending for Frontiers.
With the
with the big expansion. It's so funny if that expansion only existed so they could change the ending so that she could still be alive to show up in this Sonic racing game.
I mean, she's got a pretty good rival. Actually, I love this rival. The rival dialogues have basically made a bunch of new memes and a lot of new fan arts. I love now that people are headcanoning, being like, okay, what if in Silver's future, because it's like so far in the future, that Sage is now his rival and whatnot, and it's like there's so many now new fan arts, new like ideas, and like even music from what I've heard. It's like this is such a cool like I guess fan fiction that people like the community has made because of this one rival dialogue. It's actually a really sick idea.
Fans are making assets for a Sonic game that doesn't exist and never will.
Yes.
They're just doing it for the love of the game.
The new silver design the fans made with like the cloak, now it's modded into the new Sonic racing game already and stuff like that. It's like, bro, these are really cool. But yeah, so that's been me recently. I think I'm gonna tone down spending 10 hours speedrunning this game because like, I kid you not, by the way, speedrunning this game has ruined my ability to race properly online. Online's really fun, but like when I speedrun this game and then I went to play online, I'm like, oh fuck, all my skills are changed because speedrunning, I have to use different gadgets compared to like the online gadgets, and it completely changes how I play and whatnot. I think I'm pretty happy getting Vector to the top 10 on this Kronos Island. I think I'm happy with that. I'm happy to get my name up there. I'm gonna get crossed, I know that for a fact, but still, the fact that I got this, I'm pretty happy with this. Or yeah, I really need to take a break from spending 5 hours or 10 hours a day doing this shit.
I mean, that could be a funny bit for the video where it's like, by the way, in case you're wondering why this video took so long to make, it's not because the script is so long. It's not because there's so much to talk about. And it's just you on your couch playing the game late into the night, and like your brother or your dad comes in like, you're still on this, and then it becomes like a fight. Like, no, don't take the Sonic away from me. No.
I must do my Vector proud, please. Or like, guys, the Hatsune Miku festival is happening. I need to get my Hatsune Miku gears. Come on, guys.
I need to get Vector to number 1. He's not interested in you. He's interested in Cream's mother. Shut up! He will be mine.
Is nobody else going to point
What's
out
up,
that the top 4 people are Knuckles, and Sonic's like the only person with the alligator boy? Did you already do that? Sorry.
Yes, because what's it called? But because like I said just then, but basically because Vector is really big, so that's why he covers the screen up a lot more, and he has like basically the same stats as Knuckles. So why nerf yourself with that and instead pick a smaller character like Knuckles?
Oh, you did
That's
explain
why
that. Sorry,
right
I'm so like must have zoned out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't
But
do
I'm
it,
like,
Snake.
bro,
Don't do it.
I'm a rep Vector, okay? So I'm still picking Vector, even though he covers up the whole screen. And literally, sometimes I'll be like, I can't see the rings. What the fuck?
Maybe I'm just a scrub when it comes to racing games, but I've always been bothered that the character you pick affects your stats. I think it should just be the car. I've never liked how a character gives you stats. Because I want who you pick to be like up to you. If that makes sense.
I agree. And that's why I love Crash Team Racing, because they actually did that. It's like every character, you can pick your own stats. It doesn't matter. You can play anybody. It started off like what you said, but then because fans are like, I'd rather play this character because he's so weak, because he's this type. And it's like, okay, every character has the same stats now. You can choose your own stats. I'm like, thank you. That's awesome. I can play every character now.
Yeah, especially because Natural Fuel, they're adding a load of other characters from other things. So it's like, well, if we put Spyro in the game and he's not good, that's a problem. If we put Spyro in the game and he's like absurd meta, that's a problem. So just kind of make everyone somewhat equal, as it were. Whereas in the original, it was straight up like, it's like okay, here's your starting characters. Crash and Cortex are the all-rounders, and then like this character and this character, these characters are like the powerhouses. These ones have got better acceleration, you know. Sonic's really interesting. Sonic's really interesting for games like this. You look at like this or the Olympic Games and that. The main character is usually the all-rounder. It applies to fighting games too. Like Mario's got the base stats, so he's the guy you go to. So okay, I understand the basic. The game is no particular strengths but no weaknesses. And then you look at him. Same with in Smash, Mario is that as well. And then you go to Crash Racing. Crash is the default. Sonic can't be that because speed is his thing. So he always has to excel at speed. He can't be He just can't be like the default guy. Like that role would go to like Amy or something.
You know what's actually really interesting, by the way? If we're talking about stats in that Sonic game, I'm pretty sure there is no all-rounder character. Every character specializes in something. Like Sonic is speed, Tails is acceleration, Knuckles is power, and Amy's is handling. Nobody I can think of here is
You're
like
playing
a
right now, Sonic?
all-rounder. I'm looking at the stats. I'm not gonna actually play the game.
Sonic's gonna play
I'm
right
looking
now.
at
He's gonna
stats.
go full. He's gonna go full slop
No,
tuber on us, where he does like an interview, but he's playing Fortnite the whole time while doing the interview.
I'm
'cause
gonna
his
be
brain can't
speedrunning
focus.
right now, guys. I'm gonna get a new record. And also, it's funny.
Down here in the 4th spot on the screen, you can see Sonic's current gameplay. Oh, yo, Sonic, yeah, good turn, good job, fella.
Thank you. I recorded some of my records here. You can see here. I'm gonna get a record here. I'm just looking at the stats, and then Hatsune Miku is the only character who's a boost type, which means her boost is better than everybody in the game. That's why you see her in the speedrunning category a lot more, because she's the only boost type character, which is kind of funny.
Can't believe
like,
they put her in the damn game.
The best character. Can't believe they put who in the damn game. Have you seen the roster of like DLCs? It's like if Mortal Kombat's guest fighters was like turn up to 11 of insanity in terms of like
it's like the child-friendly version of Smash Bros. If the characters were picked by your dad. Have you seen the characters, dog?
No, I have not. Sorry, to be fair. I'm just tired of Hatsune Miku in particular, because she's been in so many separate things in my life that should not be there. Like, she shouldn't really be there, you know?
I'll see how many I can list off the top of my head. There's Hatsune Miku.
Okay. Yes.
Joker from Persona 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Ichiban Kasuga from Yakuza.
I see, yeah, that's a funny one. That's the funniest one to me is him. Because like it's not like a
He
T-rated or
doesn't
M-rated
speak,
game.
though.
Anyway.
He doesn't speak, unfortunately.
But he is in this. But he is Sega, right? At least.
Yeah.
True.
So there is that. I would say there is that.
Yeah.
And like Atlas is owned by Sega, so Sega owns Hatsune Miku. That's why these characters are here. But then you get to like the actual guest characters, and that shit is crazy.
Is there Minecraft?
Where it's like, okay, so yes.
Oh, yeah, I see it in the image here.
It's Steve and what was the other one? It's like a zombie or I think this is a zombie or something. And there's a Minecraft stage. Alex,
no, not
Alex
zombie.
and
It's
Creeper.
Creeper.
Yeah, the
Alex
Creeper.
And Creeper. Is there a zombie actually? I don't think there's a zombie.
See, I will say at least they updated Hatsune Miku's design, and she has more than just 2 colors now. If you can even
It's an
count black and
original
white
design.
as colors.
It's
Some
pretty
people
good.
don't consider those colors, so she just had the cyan, and now finally she has the the pink or something. Yeah.
And then you have SpongeBob and Patrick.
Hell yeah.
And there's a Bikini Bottom stage.
Oh, the Legend
Yes.
of Korra.
And there's a
and-
burger. And there's a burger cart, by the way. And you forgot
Yeah.
every DLC character has a cart.
Okay,
So
I can
it's
almost
like,
guarantee. Wait,
the
who made the Nickelodeon All Stars? Was that Sega?
No, that's an indie company actually.
Because I almost wonder if that's why we're seeing SpongeBob, Patrick, and Korra and Aang, because they're from that game, and that game kind of flopped. So like, fuck it, we're gonna get something out of these character models. Damn it.
Well, they're also putting TMNT
I don't
in,
think
aren't
so. Yes, and that's Nickelodeon's too. So it's like a lot of Nickelodeon characters. Yes.
Have they said which turtles are in it or which characters?
They
specifically?
haven't. They haven't shown anything about the Avatar and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but we presume it's the 4 turtles, and we have no idea which Avatar characters. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that would probably be like. I'm sure it should be like Aang, Zuko, and Korra. That's like the
That's
the code.
Yeah.
Unless they want to promote like one of the upcoming things, so they're doing that like animated
The
movie or
new
something.
Avatar? I don't think
Yeah.
so.
There's like a new Avatar, I think, and there's also like a movie or something about
That's right.
the original gang as adults. So they could do like adult Aang as a separate character. Probably not far enough along in development for that though. So
Yeah,
they'll
I
probably
think it's just gonna be the average. Yeah.
the hero,
Aang.
the rival, the successor.
Yeah, I would imagine. And then you forgot the most recent one, the pretty hype one actually. You don't remember?
What?
Come on. Da 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 da.
Oh yeah, and some people are not happy that it's of course it's like the Wily Castle and the Yellow Devil because that's all the Mega Man franchise is, right? Fuck.
It's the most
Damn.
iconic. And to be fair, Mega Man hasn't been in anything for so long. It's like just anything at all from it. Like a lot of my Mega Man friends are like, holy shit, an actually good-looking 3D Mega Man. It's like he's actually doing expressions, and then like because no offense to Smash, in Smash he's kind of just a stiff man, just like the normal face, which is a reference to the original game. But this one he's actually doing references and like emotes and whatnot. Rush is referenced in the car, which is actually a reference to like an actual like Rush car and whatnot. Proto Man's there. It's like Mega Man fans are like, yes, actually. Oh, you forgot about one. I forgot about Pac-Man. That's right. Pac-Man is also a character in this game too. That's right. He's not on my screen.
And Pac-Man was in a Mario kart game that was made for arcades by Namco.
That's true.
So now it's like so who like the big four for mascots in games? It's Pac-Man, Mega Man, Sonic, and Mario. Where's Mario? Why is it Mario?
Yes.
Oh, Mario's too good. He's in his. It's like when fucking Jason Voorhees was too cool to show up in Dead by Daylight because he had his own game. Well, guess what? That game died. Fuck you.
So, you know what? Mario's been replaced by Steve.
Leatherface from down the street. Leatherface from down the street will party with anyone. He's got his own parties. He's got a party with Dead by Daylight. He's cool. He's cool like that. Jason though, nah, fuck him. He thinks he's too good for us, and that's what Mario is.
That's funny. Steve in Smash too, so you can actually make a Smash for like 4-player roster because of that. Sonic, Steve, Pac-Man, and Mega Man.
And Joker.
That's true. That's true. It's so funny how many like collaborations there are. Yeah, I'm looking at the in-game like stats. I can't find one that's like a balance. I'm sure you can make it, but yeah, there's no balanced character yet actually. So you know, maybe that'll be something. But yeah. Hop on the Sonic racing game train, guys. I want to play with like 4 people and whatnot.
Does it require a Switch too?
No, actually, there's only a Switch 1 version, so that's kind of a downside. So that means your game is gonna look uglier, but you can play on the Switch.
Gotcha. What else can you play on? Is it Switch only, or is it PC too?
No, it's all
PC,
consoles.
Switch, PlayStation.
Oh, then I'll just play it on
and
PlayStation. Then. Is it crossplay? Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
then.
you can crossplay.
Works.
Yeah.
Also, you said that crossplay's coming to Marvel Rivals soon, where it's gonna like transfer your stuff.
Cross progression.
They made that update.
Yeah.
They said it's going to be
coming soon.
Certain players during season 4.5, which starts next week or the week after.
Hell, but actually absolutely inspire me to play more. Maybe I can play with you guys in the morning or something. That'd be fun.
Then season 5, everybody gets it.
Yeah, which was gonna happen like November, which is very soon. These seasons, I'm like, what the fuck do you mean Daredevil's coming out next week? What do you mean I only have like this much time to play ranked mode? Like, are you kidding me?
What do you mean?
I already got a goal, so it doesn't matter.
I finally reached the top rank with. Be right back.
Okay, we can only hear his audio, so we have no idea how things are going.
You know who they should add to Sonic CrossWorlds? Did you play Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing 1?
Yes, I played that on the Wii, so I had a lot of fun with that.
Do you remember they had this like sports car, and like Jackie Bryant was driving it, then Akira Yuki would jump out and like knock everyone back?
Oh, I didn't have it in my version, but I know Akira from Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, it was Jackie was driving because he's like the race car driver guy, so that makes sense. But Akira's the face of it, so he's used for the Super. They should be in because Virtua
Sega?
Fighters. Yeah, Virtua Fighters coming
Makes
back.
a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. So they should put those, maybe not necessarily the same way. You could find different options. They also should put Kazuma Kiryu in his taxi from Yakuza 5.
Do you guys know about like the? Okay, here's a picture. So that's a lot of DLC characters, right? Now half of the Hatsune Miku Joker and I'm sorry, the Yakuza guy. I forgot his name. Ichiban. They're all free. If you just play the game, you get them for free. The multiple characters like the SpongeBob, Minecraft, Pac-Man, Mega Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Avatar. That's paid.
They're collaboration, so they're not going to put them in for free.
Yeah, they get staged. Well, I mean, Hatsune Miku Joker and like Ichiban, you know.
Sega owns those characters.
Oh wait, they own Persona too.
Yeah, because they own Atlas.
Okay.
So that's why they're free, because they're all the Sega owned ones. The non-Sega ones, because they have to pay the license to get those characters in. Obviously, they're not going to put those in for free. You have to you have to monetize that.
Gotcha.
So,
also, they come with a stage, so there's a little bit more to those characters. But still, it's kind of awesome that we are getting like this many additional characters, and some of them for free too. Here's like the roadmap, and you see the bottom list, all free characters that are coming in the game too.
Ah.
So I think that's really cool. Those free characters.
One of the big hopes is that there will be some like really good Sonic ones. I mean, I know they said there'll be some from there'll be some from Prime. They've said.
I mean, they're skins. There literally are Knuckles, Amy, and Tails skins from Prime, basically, which have the same voice lines. Oh, no, actually, they have some special effects too, though. So it's like premium skins. the world record right now is Dread from Knuckles, and whenever he boosts, he's got a pirate sound, pew, 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 and whatnot. It's kind of cute.
Nice.
There is a leak that there was a character on a cover that's like, okay, so this character is coming as a free DLC character. It's, I guess turn your mics off for 5 seconds. Knights.
Oh yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense. Like it's like, okay,
yeah. I mean that just makes sense. I think one of the ones people want to see also is the well, I'm sure Classic Sonic will get in, given that we have Warhog Sonic, and then Movie Sonic.
I would like that.
Probably will get in at some point.
Oh, that would be. They already have a Shadow movie model, right?
I mean, just think about this. Like, you could even do the Sonic as the same way that we just mentioned Akira and Jackie were done, where it's one
like
guy
two
driving
characters?
the other. Yeah, one drives, the other one jumps out. Do you know how you do that? You make it that it's Tom in his police car, and Sonic jumps out to like attack people as a super move.
That'd be interesting. Actually, here's a little bit of a hint that they're not confirming these characters, but I'm gonna try to do this in the game.
It says here there is a Switch. It says here there is a Switch 2 version.
Well, it's the Switch 1 version, if I'm not mistaken. It's just like you can play it on Switch 2 or Switch 1. I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Actually, maybe.
I mean, I feel like if it shows the logo, that would indicate it has a dedicated version.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I should look into that. I'm gonna see. There should be a button here that should show.
Oh, it's the Mutant Mayhem version of the Turtle specifically. Okay.
Oh, they say it. Wait, Mayhem. Isn't that like the newest version?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
See the logo there, so.
That would mean that they're very differentiating from each other, at least. So I'd appreciate that, because it's more like.
Usually they'll just default Turtle stuff to the 80s versions.
Yes.
Which,
like
you know, I grew up on that one. I'm fucking sick of that being the default for the Turtles for everything. There's even stuff. Cause like at the shop I work in, we get merchandise from that film occasionally, from the newest one, but they still use the classic logo from the 80s show. But no, it's the Mutant Mayhem one. Use that stuff. Fuck.
The new one, yeah. Okay, so if you go, this is a very specific thing, but you can set your profile picture with different Sonic characters. In the profile pictures, you can actually see a lot of like characters who aren't in the game yet. So like, as you can see here, freaking Maria is there.
Gerald,
some of the Deadly Six characters,
the
Forces
Avatar
characters.
character, yeah.
Yes, and then also some villains are here too. So it's like, are they coming? Like,
I'm sure
I don't like them.
I'm sure we'll get Marine the Raccoon at some point. Probably Sticks the Badger.
I will say the fact that Black Doom is in here, it sounds so funny. Just using Black Doom on a little go-kart. He's gonna love Radical Highway.
I love the idea of like a Shadow having a very dismissive line towards Black Doom, like, "Ha, this is what you're reduced to, being in a kart racer. Oh, how the mighty have fallen." And he's like, "Ah, fuck you." Or Mephiles is like, I crawled out of non-existence for my chance to exist again, Shadow." And Shadow's like, I still don't know who you are. And
meanwhile, I'm just curious how he's driving without feet. How's he pressing the pedals?
I still don't know who you are. Cool Carl, though.
Yeah, cool car. I don't know who you are.
TrueUnderDawg, to be fair, in Team Sonic Racing, one of the playable characters is 3 Chows.
Oh.
In a cart. 3 Chows in a cart, yes. So, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I just love the idea that he has no legs and he's still driving. He must have, like, it's all on the steering wheel or something. It's all up top. He's using his hands to accelerate. Like a motorcycle.
He's got tentacles. He's got tentacles. He'll just use those to touch the
He's got tentacles? Oh, no. Oh, Lord.
Stuff like that. Who knows? But yeah, loving the game a lot. Having a lot of fun with it. Maybe a little too much. The game just came out like, okay, it's been a week, so I guess it's fair. But 35 hours in this game, that's unhealthy, I gotta say.
I will say, hearing all the DLC in this game, though, it has me continuing to be one of those crazy outliers who wants the next Mortal Kombat game to not have fatalities, just so we can get way more guest characters. I know it still has to be characters from like T-rated or M-rated games, because even without fatalities, they're going to be getting their heads bashed into stuff or like, their balls punched. But think about how many characters we could have as guests,
I really think that in order for that to happen, the next Mortal Kombat game has to be like a spin-off or just a test and make a game that's not made by NRS. Then there is a possibility. I don't think it's like NRS would do that,
I think it would have to be an MK. It probably would have to be MK versus DCU, to be honest. Whether it's a sequel to that or MK versus Injustice or what have you. An MK Injustice, MK DC crossover, where they can bring down the age rating again and make sure they get really, really fucking good mechanics. So that players will go, I can accept the lack of gore because the game plays so well. A lot of people won't. A lot of casuals won't. But if you can at least get like the ambassadors for the franchise, the YouTubers who talk about it, the streamers, the FGC people, if they can get on board and go, I can accept the lack of gore because of the mechanics being so good, then maybe we might be able to get like a whole game that can do all this weird shit. But until then, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Anyways, shall we have one last topic before we end the episode? Because we're close to 3 hours.
Gotta make it quick. Yeah.
True. Yes. I don't want to. Look, I want to be. You know what? I'm just gonna be playing Sonic Racing in the middle while we're chatting about this.
No, Sonic.
While I'm making this episode.
No, Sonic. No, your addiction.
I'm editing the episode, so it should be fine. Well, we did say. Didn't one of you guys said you want to talk about Marvel Rivals? What do you guys think about Matt Murdock?
I'm very excited for Daredevil. I'm very excited. I tried playing Angela a little bit. I clearly did not understand what I was doing because I'm like, how are you supposed to play a tank that has below average health and like you can drop on people, but I feel like outside of her pokey move to put you off the ledge, that move's good. But like otherwise, like you drop in the middle of people and they just kill you instantly because it's like the typical tank life.
The way you play Angela is, I heard that. You want to check, see if it's okay. I like the thing about Angela is she's actually really good on very specific maps. So very specific points, there's a ledge. Angela will just come from behind and then like get you out.
I've got a friend who mains Angela currently, and so we had a good thing going where we were on the Hydra map.
Yeah,
and it was the first point would end up being the lava room for some reason. I don't know why it was that one. That rarely comes up first for us, and so like I forget which character. I think it was Penny Parker. He just went in, charged in, speared her, took her off the edge. Right around the same time, I, as Sue Storm, went to the side, force pushed Doctor Strange off. So we both pushed him into lava.
Yeah,
oh, hell
the tanks too. Dude, killing Doctor Strange is so satisfying because I swear he's the most annoying character to have against you because his shield is health based. It's not timer based, so you can just keep it up, and you have to like attack his shield. And then you have to like get him low on health, but his healer will just keep him healing, like, just keep reviving him. And you have to attack his shield, which a lot of people just avoid it because like his teammates are dumb.
No, what you need is someone who can flank him and get some hits in behind.
Yeah, that works
it's
too.
like Reinhardt. You gotta like shield. You can have
a big part of your success comes down to your teammates knowing what they're doing with their characters. Because a lot of people just fundamentally don't understand how. Like divers are a good example of what you're supposed to do with them, or like a character like Wolverine. People thought Wolverine was bottom tier until they realized, oh, he shreds tanks. That's his thing. He meant to fight the tanks. And then Thor, from what I understand, because that same friend who played Angela plays a lot of Thor as well, he's really good for fighting the DPS. So you need to understand what your character does specifically in their role. A lot of people just don't, and so they just kind of flail around and get killed, you know? So you have to try and figure out what your character's specific niche is. And so a character like Psylocke or Spider-Man or Black Panther can be really effective in the hands of the right player. Like they are some of the most annoying, especially Black Panther.
He was a nightmare for a bit. Yeah. Black Panther got buffed and was a nightmare.
Fucking pain to deal with.
Yeah, as a healer, I didn't know what to do once he started attacking me because by the time he does that one spear toss and dashes behind it, you're either already dead or at death's door, and you're like trying to switch to some escape option, and he just kills you anyway. And you're like, damn, what do I do?
Technically speaking, it's not you who needs to do something. It's people need to recognize that he's there and support you. A lot of people don't realize the support characters need to be fucking defended.
Yeah, and also once the healer goes away, you lose because if I can't heal you, you're done.
Where's my heals? The healers aren't doing anything because you're not protecting them from getting killed by fucking Spider-Man, dipshit.
He's one of the worst too. Spider-Man gets back there so easily. It's like, damn.
It's very interesting. I had also the opposite problem happen sometimes where it's like, we can't kill anyone because no one is giving a shit about their supports who are getting free heal all game. Can we have someone dive them or focus the supports? Nobody wants to play with Spider-Man or Black Panther? We're fucked.
The two most frustrating things to see on your team, like on your kill cam, is either a teammate who is like a duelist, so they should be attacking the healer because like their main job is to kill squishies, right? Because they also have low health. They're not going to beat a tank in a 1v1. So the two most frustrating things are to watch them try to kill a tank, especially with their ultimate. It's like, no, just shred the healers. Like right now, just shred them because you have your ultimate. And they don't. That's number one. Number two is watching people switch targets before they kill the one target. Like they get them low and then just switch to someone else because they have ADD. And it's like, no, kill him. He's going to get healed. And like they do. And you're like, damn it. He just used his ultimate to get everyone down to like 10% and didn't kill anybody because he kept switching targets. And it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, here's a really big tip that I heard a long time ago for DPS. Your job is not to deal the most damage. Your job is to finish a kill, is to get the kill. If you have the highest DPS and you still lost, it's like, bro, it's like our team is doing nothing. I'm playing Moon Knight and Squirrel Girl. I'm getting the highest DPS, but our team is doing nothing. What's your final hit count? 5. No shit. All you did was deal damage. You never got a kill because they keep getting healed, and the supports will get their ultimates fast.
That's why I like playing Squirrel Girl, man.
The kill.
Because Squirrel Girl has such an easy time getting final kills because her little stupid slingshots do like 30% on healers. So it's like, poof, they just die, and you're like, yeah, that's right. The only downside is you can't get criticals
How do
with her.
I die?
That's the annoying part. I can't get my critical challenges with Squirrel Girl. But yeah, I wish there was a symbol on the character that told you if they get criticals or not, because you have to like manually go into training, I guess, and learn which characters can get criticals and which ones can't.
You mean like headshots?
Yeah, because some characters just can't get headshots. The game won't let you.
I never knew Squirrel Girl cannot get headshots, actually.
Neither could Penny Parker until they buffed her. She couldn't get headshots. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, because she has like no reload. So I think it was meant to balance the character, that she can just hold the right trigger. So her nerf is that she can't get headshots. Otherwise, she's too brain dead. I think any characters that have auto aim can't get headshots. So like,
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So that too.
Cloak and Dagger.
Ironically, what makes Rocket Raccoon a good healer that people don't realize is he can get headshots, whereas like most healers can't. So that's kind of interesting.
People underestimate Rocket's damage, and I mean, understandable. 90% of the time, or not that high, but you want to be healing for the most part. But people underestimate the shred he can do on tanks. If a tank is like, Hulk is in front of me, ooh, actually that's some damage. You're in front of me.
So I wanted to mention
the
a
good
meme about
Rocket
DLC,
is supposed to be like a back and forth, like, but whereas bad Rockets are just gonna hold right click all game and then blame you for losing.
Yeah, I forgot my thing that I was gonna say, but since we're talking about Rocket, I can make fun of this because I see players do this. How many of you have had a Rocket on your team who puts the respawn next to the regular respawn? Like he puts his little clone thing like next to an already existing respawn.
Twice.
Only when it's desperate,
And I'm like, why are you doing that? You already respawn in there.
Of the game. Well, you gotta wait 6 seconds. That's what I mean. Only when it's desperate. But you should just.
They put it in the open sometimes, and I'm like, what are you doing? Hide it around the corner at least.
Yeah. The only time I feel like you do it in an open is because you have Penny, so you can get the more of the webs around. But even then, I wouldn't do it in the open. I'll be like, gotta hide that shit. And also, destroy your fucking reboots when you feel like the enemies are about to find it. It's a 5-second cooldown if you destroy it yourself, and then it's a 40-second cooldown if the enemy destroys it, guys. Please.
Is it a one button to destroy it, or is it like having to shoot it yourself?
It's the same button you summoned it.
Oh my god, that's such an important strat to actually know. There needs to be a public service announcement about that. Damn.
Rocket is a super easy character to play, but he has tech, and even till this day, I got a couple things where I'm like. Because obviously if I want to play Rocket, I'll be like, okay, I'm playing him because I'm gonna revive people in the first point and whatnot. But there are still some techs with this character that's like not completely brain dead.
I wanted to share a funny story with you guys because maybe you've experienced this or it could have been a bug. I'm not sure which one it is. I was fighting against a Blade, and I feel like out of all the new players with DLC, I think Blade has the highest amount of bad players. I've rarely seen good Blade players.
He's
not trying to roast anybody. Yes. They're just typically not good.
He's hard.
But so I was fighting a Blade player, and I think I'm playing Jeff, and he goes 1,000 cut, and I kill him. And I'm like, didn't even mean to kill him, didn't know he was that low. And then a full second later, all the slices still come out right in my path and kill me. I'm like, oh, they still come out. Well, shit.
That's funny. He doesn't even pass you, right? So like it just happens.
Yeah, it's like its own separate thing that doesn't require him to actually go through. And I'm like, wait a minute, because so many characters when you kill them, their ultimate just stops. Which for some characters that's fair. Like Invisible Woman, if you kill her, her ult probably should go away or it'd be too good, right? Same with Luna. I will say that they gotta get more creative with the healers ults because they're all so cliche.
It's like the whole thing, the whole trail she leaves is gone if she dies, and it's like, Oh yeah, for sure. It's really funny because it's like, shit, this support is not doing too well. How do we buff him? Okay, Rocket, now you give shields to everybody around you. Jeff is not doing too good. Okay, Jeff, now you give a healing like AoE thing around you. You know, Adam Warlock, maybe we should let his ultimate be also the healing AoE when he revives people or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like that.
It's so funny to find where he's healing and kill everybody to just mop them, and it's like eat shit.
It is quite You need to be smart about that, but yeah, what's it called? It is like interesting when you compare it to like. I don't like to shill Overwatch, but Overwatch supports, at least most of them, don't have the AoE healing. It's like you have more variety with those like ultimates.
And also to bring up Overwatch, because I wanted to mention that too. I think that Marvel Rivals might need a character whose ultimate, I know it's like not very creative, but it could be so useful. A character whose ultimate is to just negate the other person's ultimate and other passive abilities, just like the hacker chick does in Overwatch.
Yeah, Sombra.
So, for example, you're like, I'm ready to put on a show, and it's like, doof, just cancels it. And it's like, fuck you. Yeah, that'd be so satisfying, because I hate that ultimate so much.
I hate the fact that she's still fucking relevant. This recent patch notes,
she's almost unkillable without an ultimate yourself. Like, you can't kill her. You need a specific ultimate to one-shot her.
You might as well not. Yeah, out of all, supports actually got changed a lot. Like Cloak and Dagger nerf, Ultron nerf, Jeff nerf. I forgot
Jeff still feels more fun than ever for me. I like being able to like line up my shots correctly and heal the whole team and
Luna
hit
Snow,
the
by the
entire
way,
team.
no change whatsoever. Jeff is actually really good in this meta, surprisingly. Have you seen? It's like people are actually like playing. And also what's crazy is the way you play Jeff is you got to play him as an off healer. So it's like your main job is not main healing. Your main job is to heal and be a little shit. So
yeah, I always try to line up with at least one enemy at the same time while I heal. Otherwise, I'm like not doing his potential. His whole benefit to me is that you can heal and hurt at the same time, and you get so many assists. Yeah. You get so many assists with Jeff. It's very satisfying.
And you can slightly flank with him now. And also, it's like when you have your ultimate, I've seen people be like, it's a lot better before, but now it's the playstyle is still there, where it's like you heal, go to the side, you know, poke some people and whatnot, and they chase you. You can't die. And it's like when they heavy chase you, ulti. And you're like, oh, and they're like, oh, fuck.
And listen, I know that Jeff has one of the most annoying ults in the game, but whenever I use it, I feel like it's such a toss-up if it'll even work. So I wish they would buff who he can swallow. The fact that I can't Punisher on his turret should be swallowable, like he just should be.
Why the fuck is his hide chest immune to being swallowed? It's bullshit.
He's so stationary. I want him. Give him to me. He's prime real estate.
One thing I think they should do, honestly, with... for Jeff is they need to make it clearer what the actual field of effect is.
Radius?
Because I swear half the time I'm like, surely you're so high up, like surely it shouldn't be able to affect you when you're that high up, or I'm clearly out of the radius. Like they need to make some way to make it a bit clearer what's being affected, because I think that's where a lot of the frustration comes from. Is like it's not the hardest thing to avoid, but at the same time, it's like it's just unclear where you will be affected.
Yeah.
Wanda has that issue as well, I feel, because I swear it used to be Wanda's ult seemed like it used to be like borderline, like if you can see it, you get vaporized. Whereas now it's like, what is the range on this thing?
Yeah.
They need to be clearer on this stuff, I think.
Wanda's ult's really hard to gauge. It's like, as long as I'm not in the vision, I'll be fine. But then sometimes I'll be very far away, and I will still survive. I'll be like, I see her ulting really far away from me, and I didn't get hit. So I guess there is a range there. But it's really unclear. Yeah, exactly.
So another funny thing, what was I going to mention? Damn it, I had another thing I was going to contribute that I think everyone would agree on. I guess what I would do to buff Jeff, since we're talking about that, I would make it to where if you're even slightly like 5 feet off the ground...
Him. What the hell?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Well, I think his ultimate should be burp. He could burp his ultimate.
This is the thing is, because one of my friends mains Jeff.
I remember now what I was going to
say. So my other friend and I, who play the game a lot, we're the ones who are like, Jeff could do with a bit of a debuff, like he's a bit too powerful. But that friend's like, no, don't debuff Jeff. And it's like, well, of course you would say that. You're a fucking Jeff player.
Well, I wanted to say I was going to say burf. I was going to say burf because I was going to say what Snake is saying is correct. Like it goes way too high up. I don't think it should catch anyone even 10 feet off the ground. Like if you're like 5 or 7 feet, like you're safe, right? However, I think it should be buffed where if you're on the ground doing anything aside from your ultimate, you still get swallowed. Doesn't matter like what else like you're doing, because the thing can't even be swallowed at all. I don't think, which is kind of annoying. You just can't swallow thing.
Really? I think it's when he uses a mobility,
his charge thing. Yeah, but that still shouldn't be immune to getting swallowed. Come on, he's just running fast. Why can't I swallow him?
Well, you know, mobile logic. If you have a status effect like immovable for the character, then that means they just can't be affected. Blah blah blah.
No.
You don't care.
I disagree.
No, I want Jeff to
disagree.
everything.
But I also, here's what I wanted to mention that was funny. So we're talking about Jeff's ult hitting high up when it shouldn't. Snake, I have a story about that wasn't Jeff. It was Mr. Fantastic with like his most useless ult of all time. He was doing his stupid fantastic ground pound, right? Bouncing around. But here's what's funny. As Squirrel Girl, I was already on like a rock that's 6 feet off the ground, and I super jumped. Him punching the ground still somehow killed me with a shockwave effect. I was like 20 feet in the air. And I'm pretty good at controlling my anger playing this game now, but that's one of the rare times I went, what the fuck? And just like out loud. I'm like, was it him that killed me? It had to be someone else, right? I watched the kill cam. I'm like, sweetheart, watch this. He's punching the ground. And me, 20 feet in the air, died. I draw the line.
That's funny. Oh, sorry, Snake, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the kill cam because I turned that off. I didn't even realise you could, because remember on launch it wasn't an option, and it pissed me off because I'm like, because my computer stutters a bit when it's trying to load that up, so I'd rather just skip right past it. So I don't have to worry about maybe I can't get back from the replay until by the time I respawn. That happened just a few times. So finally I found out it's been in the game at some point. You can turn it off now. So I did that. So public service announcement: if you don't want the kill cam, you can turn it off. I don't think they ever said when they put it in, but they did put in the option. You can turn it off. So because that's the when you're getting tilted, the last thing you want is for the game to be like, do you want to see yourself die again? No, game, I don't want to see that. Also, the game does that fucking infuriating thing where when you watch someone's like when you're watching when someone's POV, the colours for the teams are based on their POV, and so it can get confusing when you're like, okay, so what's the score currently, and it's like, what's going on? Because like now your team's red and theirs is blue, and it can just fuck you up.
Yeah,
that's fucking stupid. They shouldn't do that. I mean, I think it's because it shows like the entire. Like, it shows everything. It shows the HUD. It shows what buttons they use. So you can tell, oh, this person's a PlayStation player because they got PlayStation buttons. Or you can see the fucking hideous CS:GO like crosshairs that people put on.
Yes.
And it's so I'm thinking it might be like a video clip that the game records or something. Because it's like I hate it. I fucking hate it. So just show me my colours so I know what's going on. Fuck you.
What's it called? It reminded me of like a clip of someone getting killed, and then it shows their POV, and it's like, what the fuck is that crosshair? Just like a gigantic circle in the middle of the screen. It's like, what? I think, to me, 90% of the time, I don't look at kill cams. However, if I want to know, I'm like, how did I die? Then I'll watch it, or I'll be like, and I'll type like, he's got ultimate and stuff like that, because you can get the information of like the other enemies like positioning or ultimate like charge amount. That's why I still like look at about 10 or 20%, but for the most part I want to go back in the game and maybe type something if something is going down, or I'm always like chatting in the voice chat and whatnot. So I'm like 90% don't look at it, but just once in a while it will be useful, so I keep it on. Any opinions about Daredevil, which is how we started this conversation?
He sounds cool. Like Alex Lee's always a win.
Hell yeah.
He has a reflectability, which I'm excited about, because I love hitting people with that like day one or week one, because they don't know that that's a thing. So they'll just attack you and you'll just reflect it and kill people. Yeah, so.
Oh, is it fun. Actually? I actually am not sure entirely his kit. It's actually a reflect. It's not like Iron Fist where he like protects himself. It reflects.
I think it does, because it seems like some of his moves seem to have two abilities depending on when you choose to use them. Because I was watching the actual clicks and the keyboard stuff during the trailer, and it's really interesting how some of his moves have a dual function. Because he has one move where he just spins in place and hits all around him, kind of like Star-Lord, but it's just not as far-reaching. That's cool, because I like jumping in the middle of people and just finishing them off. Or if someone's low on life and they try to jump over me, I hate having to track them. So just like backing up and doing that kind of move, I love having that option, like with Star-Lord and stuff. Star-Lord's actually a very, very fun character if you use his mobility to reload, just like Winter Soldier.
Somebody here mains him, you know?
Yeah. So I really like
Snake
that
mains
idea.
Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I gotcha. His X-ray ability is cool too. The like, I see you is fun. He's like Widowmaker.
Oh, fun fact, he can see invisible characters. So like Invisible Woman, passive, like just to be able to see her and stuff like that, or Psylocke.
Fuck.
What? What happened?
Because Sue is my second support main, so.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know how, hey, Sue's got a very good disengage, so I think she'll be fine.
I'm looking forward to seeing Matt take Angela down to Memphis. Are you not familiar with this meme?
No.
Street Fighter 6?
I know it should, yes.
Don't do this to me.
Do I know that? Oh, Fallout 76. They said Street Fighter 6, my bad.
Is this because of voice acting? Voice
I don't
actors?
know this.
Yes, because it's the guy who plays Luke in Street Fighter 6.
Oh, my bad. Don't know it.
You fucking
And
numpties.
Angela is...
Well, Google said Fallout when I typed in what you said, like verbatim, so I was confused. Google
I
AI
get it
for
now
some
because
reason
it's a
just got
Luke
it wrong.
meme. Got you.
Typical AI.
Yes.
I'm excited when
Oh my god!
Daredevil goes beast mode, baby. There we go.
Beast mode, baby. I do think it's funny how to make him even stand a chance in the trailer, they just have like, I think Daredevil's possessed by something in the lore for Marvel Rivals, like an actual demon is possessing him or something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would just get
He's got
mollywopped
powers.
by Angela, but they have to give him that cool buff.
He's
Which, to be
definitely
fair, I like it.
in this world we need him to be stronger because like he's gonna go up against gods and whatnot. So it's like
He's got the best ultimate for making healers shit themselves too. Let the devil out. Just like in the back line, like freaking out.
Fire Emblem fans are having fun with Angela because her voice actress plays Ingrid in Three Houses, and Ingrid is like she's on a Pegasus, she's got a spear, so kind of like Angela, but also one of her things is she's part of one of the most popular like lesbian ships in the game, but she's not
That's
bisexual.
funny.
She because like Dorothea has a thing for her, but she just doesn't reciprocate because she's straight. And then you go to Angela, who's like got like a wife or whatever, and it's like she's like very gay, borderline doesn't like men, and it's like what a contrast.
I still find it funny because you and I have joked before, I think, about how Marvel just likes to do that, and I just find it funny how that meme just keeps living it. What's the first thing you do when you get Angela Marvel? We made her gay. It's the first thing we did, just immediately. And we had to get married right away, too. By the way, the reason I bring that up, everybody, is just because she never was gay originally in the Spawn comics. I got no problem with it, but she never even had hints of it in the Spawn comics.
Guys, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm not homophobic. It's just funny.
I'm not.
I'm just saying, guys, it's just funny. Okay, that's it.
I forget if it was here where I heard about it, but like they're apparently like retconning the Rivals version of Hela to not be Loki and Thor's sister now.
Yeah, that was we brought that up like last time.
Yeah, that's funny. For a year, it's like, the Asgardian siblings. No, so there's a fourth one? No, Hela's not.
Not anymore.
I thought in the comics even though that she was actually still Loki's daughter, I thought, but I think in the movies they just didn't want to explain that.
Yeah,
it's changed around.
Because like a lot of Hela's backstory in the movies was lifted directly from Angela.
Yeah.
And so with the MCU obviously has a big influence on Marvel Rivals as well as the comics. They were like, yeah, just keep her as their sister. It's what people know. It's not it don't make a big difference if she's not. It's fine. But now they're like, well, now that just means there's four of them. Let's just change Angela back. Hela back rather.
I wouldn't mind.
Well,
I wouldn't mind if Hela was still like part of the family. In fact, it makes a little less sense because like Thor's summer swimsuit skin. He's got a little pouch with like Loki and Hela. It's really cute.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, so is Hela not part of the family anymore? It's like, and whatnot. I'm like, oh well. What's it called?
Yeah.
I think we should end this soon, but I know you guys are gonna say no, and I do not want to continue this conversation, but I'm just here to ask, since in Marvel Rivals they've released like a couple of like concept art for new skins coming up, the Halloween skins, but also the TV show related skins, the Marvel Zombie skins, and it's like, okay, these are like pretty good looking skins. Y'all haven't seen it yet, right?
No, I don't intend to. I know basically what happens in it. I know how it ends. I know about some of the abrupt deaths that are just completely pointless. Like, why put these characters in at all if you're just going to have them die? Why?
Well, is it just for the Halloween thing, though? Right? Is it like even just is it just a what if thing?
Yeah, the Marvel Zombies, the TV show. I'm saying, have you seen it?
Oh, the zombies. I thought you were saying the Halloween costumes for Marvel Rivals or something. My bad.
Yeah, well, I started off by saying like they're adding these in.
Well, I mean, of course, Marvel Zombies is going to kill people.
Jeff.
That's the entire point of Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, but not the way those particular characters just show up and immediately get fucking annihilated.
Well, I mean, you and I both hate the What If show anyway because it's so terribly written.
Yeah.
Like the Marvel What If, except for the first episode, which is actually good. I enjoyed it because they replaced Captain America,
Captain
but they gave
Carter?
him stuff to do, so it was still fair. Every episode after is just the dumbest fan fiction, and it's not even written well. The dialogue sucks. Like, it makes no sense.
How many times did they kill off Tony Stark?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how many times did they kill up? You know what I'm.
But plus the what
Basically,
if scenarios were so random and boring half the time. They weren't even like creative. If you're gonna do a what if, it should be a big drastic thing. Like one of the episodes, what if Doctor Strange was just less empathetic? And I'm like, well, he's already kind of walking the tightrope of being borderline unempathetic. So like, what are we talking about
It's
here?
interesting you say that, dog, because like a lot of the what if later on, and also the finale, wasn't it like
Random
galaxy multiverse like shenanigans, like Infinity Stone Ultron and whatnot, and wasn't that kind of lame?
Wasn't one of them just like, what if MCU Kate Bishop was in the Old West as a cowboy? It's like, what? What the fuck? What the fuck you, Jesse? What the fuck are you talking about?
First off, stop trying to push Kate Bishop. We don't care
3.
about these knockoff characters. We don't care about these spin-off, passing the torch characters. Kill them off, and just get rid of them, Marvel. We don't like them. Stop pretending.
I don't think you're gonna like. I don't think you're gonna like the zombies because the zombie special is about like some of the Thunderbolts characters.
Well, of course
and,
it is. They're trying
Kate
to push
Bishop
their new
and Kamala.
stuff, but yeah.
Yeah,
Kamala's the main character of this show.
but basically the point is they're putting in the zombie Scarlet Witch and the Moon Knight Blade as costumes.
I have a quick question about Kamala because the MCU created 2 versions of Kamala. Does she have the powers from the comics, or does she have the powers from the show?
This is powers from the show. This is this one.
Like her Green Lantern kind of powers? Okay.
Yes. Ironically, in the What If series, at least from what I've seen, the only character that's not from the movies is like a completely different version of Spider-Man, because that's not Tom Holland. But everyone else is literally from the movies and TV shows, which
of course it's not Tom Holland, because then he would just sex up the zombies, you know? He'd make love, not war. He'd take those back shots.
Why?
Yeah. His canon event, baby.
I have no idea what it's gonna... Anyways, I'm just... What's funny is
Sonic doesn't know what I'm
you guys
talking about. It's kind
Marvel
of adorable that he doesn't know what I'm referring to. Anyway.
I actually don't.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so like I just brought this up because I was kind of interested if any of y'all have seen Marvel Zombies. I didn't mean this to be a rant about What If.
No, I don't even pay for Disney Plus. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And
I'm sure
just
it's
warning
fine.
You guys, don't...
I mean, I'm okay with the what if scenarios as long as like I don't care if a character dies in a weird spin-off what if thing. Even if it's stupid, I usually don't care. But I like but the way Snake describes it, it sounds very like Star Trek Red Shirt, which I do hate. I hate when a new character gets introduced and then immediately dies. That always bothers me. I hate when animes do it, especially if they give the character a backstory and then kill them immediately in the same clip. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this backstory. Because I've watched enough anime to know you're about to kill them. So I just skip, see if they're dead. Yep, and I just skip the episode. I'm done. I'm not going to watch it. Like you can't waste my time like that. So that would bother me. If like Attack on Titan did the same thing in season 2, where they would introduce these new characters just to kill them. And it's why I joke that season 2 of Attack on Titan can be completely skipped. Just learn the lore of 2 characters, Historia and her Titan friend, and you're good. Yeah.
Trying to think if that happened in season 2. I mean, yeah, it's like a survival show, whatnot. So you kind of need to. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, I will only say this about Marvel Zombies because, like, if ever you guys are curious to watch it, because it's one of the shows that surprisingly actually has pretty good reception online and people liked it in general. Sure. There's obviously still some pretty big complaints I've seen, but the overall people have opinions is positive, and I will say you two will fucking hate. Oh, actually, you know what? Snake will hate it. Dog liked DMC the anime, so maybe Dog might enjoy this. So I don't know. But yeah.
So the thing is that made me laugh though. I lost faith in all these Marvel fans anyway. Like the ones who watch this stuff, this slop from Disney Plus. I lost all respect because on Twitter there's that one clip of Spider-Man throwing not Mjolnir, but the other one, Stormbreaker. And almost every single reply to that tweet was, how is Spider-Man lifting it? How is Spider-Man lifting it? How is Spider-Man lifting it? I'm like, you're all so fucking dumb. Like, holy... I know that you guys probably watch every Marvel movie and you still don't know basic shit like this because your brain is pasta. Your brain has been reduced to just spaghetti. Anyway.
Didn't he hold it with his webs, though?
No,
Doesn't matter.
the
You can't
point
move
is-
Mjolnir at all unless you are worthy. But it wasn't Mjolnir. It was Stormbreaker. It has no
It was the
requirement.
axe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Gotcha.
has nothing, no enchantments on it. So
They're just stupid.
People
Is my
just
You
point.
can do
Yeah.
that. You can do that. Yeah.
it's kind of shocking that anyone could make that mistake, given the fact that Stormbreaker is created in Infinity War.
Yeah, the
It's
most
only one
mainstream of movies.
Yeah, it's like one of the
That you
big
guys
ones.
like.
This isn't a thing from fucking Thor: The Dark World. It's from fucking one of the biggest films in the MCU.
Yeah.
A film everybody on the planet watched.
I
Fuck's
guess
sake.
people just automatically think if you can't hold Mjolnir, then you can't hold the axe or something like that. You know, I guess it's like.
Yeah, it's 'cause
is the
they're
axe
stupid.
even indicated to be very heavy at least, or like?
Doesn't matter. Spider-Man can casually pick up cars with one
Spider-Man is
hand.
super strong. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spider-Man doesn't matter with Spider-Man. Exactly.
People
yeah.
forget Spider-Man is fucking elite level strength almost. He's not Hulk, but he's like one of the fifth strongest physically character. Like he's nuts. What he can do. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, he held it like a.
And then his
basically a fucking
durability is
building
off the charts.
in
Like
this
comic
film.
accurate Spider-Man should have the highest health value in any like fighting game because that man survives falls from space and just walks it off.
So, anyways,
Much
all I'm
like a spider.
saying is, if y'all want an interesting topical episode next time, if you want to suffer, you can consider like Marvel Zombies if you wanted to. But just wanted to ask if you guys. have seen
The
it or
only
not.
thing about Marvel Zombies that interests me at all is the fact that I'm surprised how many of the big stars they got in. Like I think Florence Pugh is in it as Yelena,
Yes.
and David Harbour as
pretty much
your
all
boy,
the
Red
MCU
Guardian.
actors are back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I don't.
like even they have Aquafina in there. They have
Oh God.
they actually
Not
played
Aquafina.
the guy who plays Shang-Chi. I forget his name.
Dog. Shimoli, right?
I'm not sure if the Mandarin's actor is in there, but the character is.
I've got $1 million question, Sonic. Is there blood?
Pedro Pes. Okay, that's one thing I'll compliment heavily about the show. It is R-rated, and the
There is
gore
blood.
is
Okay.
like fatality, like gush outing it. Like when people get sliced in half, you see the bones, you see like the blood gushing out.
Good.
It's actually like you guys seen the What If episode, right?
Yeah.
The What If episode's like they have black goo for blood. It's like so censored for the blood, but this one is like straight up just like
At least it ain't milk.
cutting it like bits and pieces like a zombie movie.
I've seen a clip where one of the characters basically falls back with a zombie on their back, and the zombie fucking explodes into gore.
It's pretty good.
I won't say
in the
who.
gore aspect
I won't say
of it.
who, just in case someone wants to watch it for whatever
Oh,
reason.
I know
but-
that clip. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, it's like there is actual gore in it, which
Yeah, you see Blade
which-
slashing
which-
people, which is
It's just
it's good.
more reason for me to be like, who is this for? Like, what is the appeal of this thing? I don't understand. I don't want to see. I don't want to see like Red Guardian get like ripped, disemboweled or something. I love that guy. Why would I want to watch? I'm not saying he does. I'm saying hypothetically, if that happened to him, why would I want to watch that? You know?
I only
It's for
like it
people
if
who
it's
want
done
R-rated,
accurately.
slashy stuff.
If it's done accurately and with respect, I don't mind it. Like in X-Men Days of Future Past, I saw Colossus get torn straight in half. And the reason I'm okay with that is
Yeah.
because it shows this dark reality we're trying to avoid in the future, where even Colossus, like a top 3 most durable character in Marvel fiction, is getting 10-second kill by these things. Like, that's a terrifying thought. That dude's almost unkillable. And that's how tough these things are. So if it's done realistically and the characters are given respect before they're killed, I don't really mind too much. It's more so when, like, you can tell the person who did it knows nothing about the characters. That's, like, my gripe. It's one of the gripes I had even with Spider-Man Homecoming, where his spider sense just doesn't work for, like, 90% of the movie. I'm like, the writer either forgot or... Yeah.
So y'all saw the What If episode, right?
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah, zombie. Sorry, the What If zombie episode, not the
Yeah.
Marvel zombie show.
I didn't. No, I saw the first
guys-
2 episodes and I opted out. I was done with that whole thing.
Oh, dog.
The second
you were
episode was
saved
the one
the
was so
mercy of watching
trash that I was like,
episode.
this is so bad. I think I tried to watch episode
what-
3 and it was still bad, and I was like, no, I'm out.
So like Snake did. Okay, it's pretty much the same tone. So like when characters die, when it's in really brutal situations, you have a 50-50 shot where it's the most touching and sad thing ever, or it's played off as a joke.
Like there's a bit where, you know, the friend of Ant-Man. I think he's the guy who plays
The friend of I remember
Polka
that
Dot
guy.
Man in the
One of his
Suicide
friends.
Squad. Yeah,
Yes.
that the East European guy. Well, he gets fucking like basically sucked into a corridor by zombie Wanda and like torn apart. And Scott makes a quip.
Oh my gosh, I fucking hate Scott in that show.
I will say, you
His
know what?
friend gets his friend gets mulched and he jokes about it, and it's like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah, because the writing's
They're-
just
I
so
am
bad.
not-
Like, I swear they have only their B squad doing the writing for a lot of these Disney Plus shows,
Oh yeah.
or their C
That,
squad. Let's be real.
The What If especially, and like, so I'm just saying, like, what Dog just said, I don't mind if, it's treated like respectfully. I'm like,
Well, here's
I
another
will
thing.
say
like,
they utilize lesser characters from movies who only showed
That's
up
fun.
a little bit. Kind of interesting. Like, in the Shang-Chi, there's that one ninja guy who fights Shang-Chi and has this really
Yeah.
cool back and forth choreography and what.
Cool
He's
outfit.
in the Marvel Zombies a lot more. Yes, I'm like,
Here's
oh,
the
cool.
thing,
I
I
get
will
to see
say,
more of him in this, which is
this
cool.
popped into my head the second I saw the Marvel Rivals trailer with like Spider-Man throwing Stormbreaker and stuff. My first thought was, why are they making
Marvel
it a
Rivals.
story? Sorry. Don't nitpick me about stuff when you know what I'm trying to say.
Hey,
Ah!
the comments are gonna bring it up. I had to.
That's true.
okay.
That's true. Yeah, no, I meant for the MCU or whatever. They're Marvel Zombies. I was kind of shocked they're doing like a survival story from the good guys' perspective, because most of Marvel Zombies, the comics, is from the zombies' perspective, and their struggle as the zombies, or just them molly-whopping villains, which is fun to watch too. Like Thanos getting owned by zombies is just so satisfying to see, because the guy's always so full of himself. So to see him getting torn apart by zombies and being like, no, it's like, yeah, fuck you. Even you succumb
Thanos-
to the hunger. And
Zombie
Spider-Man trying to
Thanos
still be
is one of the big
Spider-Man
things in
despite
this
being a
one.
zombie is both touching
Yeah.
and hilarious at the same time.
Yeah. Anyways, just thought I'd bring that up because it's a recent show that happened. Yada yada yada. How should we end this episode?
Buy my
Intense-
new shirt. Buy my new shirt. Sorry. Go ahead.
That we can't see. I'll say this: the fact they're putting in this zombie Wanda proves that they are willing to do more than one MCU costume per character, because she's already got the Multiverse of Madness. So we got that. We got this one. All we need now is Wanda to get a costume from a good piece of MCU media, and then we're all set.
What's it called? I'm very surprised about Spider-Man getting his 10th skin from this Marvel Zombies show, and it's not even from the show. Oh, spoilers, sorry. Man Spider is not in the Marvel Zombies show, so it's like, wait, what? I mean, it could be a cool skin, but I'm just like, why are you promoting it with the Marvel Zombies?
I think it's just to be Halloween broadly.
Yeah, but then
Because
it's
the
like...
others are like Day of the Dead and stuff like that, which is Halloween adjacent, but it's not really like a proper horror thing.
Oh,
So-
I guess so. I guess he can't fit him in those groups, so I guess they fit... Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose. Interestingly.
I was honestly expecting Zombie Cap, because I felt like he was one of the
He's
the
one of
bigger
them.
he was one of the bigger moments in the What If episode, and then he shows up in this as well. So I would have expected him to show up. I mean, Wanda was an obvious one because she's such a major part of it. It would, like, if we're gonna be just one, it would have been her or Thanos, I think. But I was expecting Cap as well.
Fair. Sorry. I mean, yeah, he has a moment, but like... Okay, this is not really big of a spoiler, but Zombie Cap is like half decapitated too.
Nice.
So it's like I don't really know how they're gonna do. He's got a pretty cool scene. But yeah, actually, now that I think about it, other than Blade Moon Knight, which is a more unique looking skin, it's kind of hard for me to be like, okay, who else could they have chosen? Because Zombie Wanda is like kind of important to the plot, so I get her. But other than that, it's like not too many unique designs, I guess.
Moon Knight Blade represents the ultimate failure of Marvel to actually make a proper Blade thing, because there are 3 Blade appearances in the MCU so far. His voice at the end of Eternals, a film nobody fucking watched.
Oh, that's
Then-
right. I forgot about that.
And then we get the classic
and Deadpool.
version. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine, who says there's only ever going to be one Blade, and it's like, yeah, fucking he's right. And now we have this one from What If, who is a variant that is a fusion with another character, and this is our first proper glimpse of the MCU, official MCU version of Blade, and it's a variant, and we don't get to see what a proper normal Blade would be like, because clearly when this thing was being like pitched like probably a few years ago, they expected the Blade movie to be done, but it's
There's
not.
an interview with the Marvel Zombies director, and he's like, I thought Blade would have been casted by now, or I thought Blade's next movie would have been out by the time I released this. That's why he's a lot more different here. That's what I thought, and the fact that he's not still here kind of shocks me. That's pretty funny.
All my issues with zombies aside, I feel sympathy for that decision. Like, we want to do a cool variant, why not? Just put him in here, and then it's like, oh, the normal version doesn't exist yet. Like, imagine if that happened with someone else. Like, oh, Black Panther was supposed to be out by now. but we're having all these problems, and so now Star-Lord T'Challa is the first version of Black Panther in the MCU. Could you imagine?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this also about Marvel Zombies. Blade Moon Knight is the coolest thing in that show, at least. His fight scenes, his that character, best part of it. So at least for a first Blade, you know what? Pretty cool. You know, you did a good job there, at least, I would say.
Another thing holding that back is that they didn't get the actual actor to do the voice for it, did they? So
yeah, we don't know. It's a different version. Yeah, it's not confirmed to be the Blade.
So to date, all we've actually seen or heard of him properly
is Eternals.
Speaking off screen to Dane Whitman, who's also never going to come back. So
speaking off screen to freaking Jon Snow, like, yo, what's up, baby? That's
I just had a random thought, guys. So you know how, like, I think it's really cool how in Marvel Rivals, a lot of the quotes that Blade has are straight from the movies. Like, he even says, "I skate uphill."
Yeah, some references.
Love it. Like, that's so great. That cheesy line that everyone tilts their head and goes, "What does that mean?" I don't know, but I love it. That's in Marvel Rivals. I'm just not wondering or realizing, what if the reason a lot of those lines are in the game isn't just because it's memes, but because they can't use anything from the MCU because it's not here? They can't get a single quote from, like,
Probably.
New Age Blade.
I mean, it's not necessarily a case of they're not allowed to. It's a case of there's literally nothing.
That's why I said
he has one line of dialogue, and that doesn't factor in at all. Like, imagine if he had that line and you said it to, like, Thor or someone or something like that. You'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What's happening?
Because the Marvel Rivals Blade doesn't even look like Wesley Snipes' Blade. Like,
that's a comic, you know, like a regular version of Blade.
He's clearly younger as well. I think it'd be really funny if there's only ever going to be one. He should say that when he kills one of the Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade.
He has more references. I'm not sure if that one actually, if he says that or not. Actually, I could look this up. And also, I want to end this episode soon. My bladder is about to fucking explode, guys.
Yeah. At least to me, I'm pretty sure that scene where he says only going to be one Blade is meant to be ironic, because Deadpool looks at the screen like, who's going to tell him? But it's like, no, he's right, because it keeps getting canceled. Like, he's right.
Yeah, it's clearly supposed to be, or who's going to tell him, but now he's right.
Oh, he is so right. Yeah, exactly. The fact that Deadpool deadpans to the camera is like... Yeah. There's so many meanings to that. Like, it's like even people are saying, does he understand how high of an IQ move that was? The fact that he wrote that in.
It's so funny to me that the punchline of this joke changed 2 weeks after the movie came out.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
All right, so we gotta find a way to end this, guys.
There's only one Blade. There's never going to be one Blade.
I have a sword somewhere.
I'm going to have a very intense relationship makeout session with the Force Snake now. Oh my gosh. I wonder if he's pointing at the right way. If he points at the wrong way, that'd be so funny. Wait, actually...
It's probably not pointing the right way. It's depending on whether you flip the image or not.
That's true. You're shooting Dog. Why are you shooting Dog? You're so rude. Dog is dead now. How could you do that to him?
True, he got me.
Because this is Ruby Ridge.
Ah. Okay, are we done now or no?
You can explain that behind the scenes for me, because
Future Sonic, zoom in on current Sonic's stupid, dumb faces. I don't know what we're talking about.
No, if you close up to my face, you're closing up to your face too, buddy.
End the episode already, you fucking idiots.
Okay, we're done. GG's. End it.